I'm Michael Jones, and you're watching the Off Topic Podcast. If you'd like to watch it live every Friday at 12 p.m. Central, why don't you click right here to sign up to be first at roosterteeth.com. You get access to stuff like the podcast, documentaries, our amazing show Theater Mode. Have you seen the new episode? It's flipping nuts. And there's boobies in it. Check it out. My guts are falling out.
Wow, we're already back.
And we're back.
Did you shave?
I did.
Oh. You just had hair on your face.
I did, a little bit.
I glanced at you and now you're clean shaven.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
From today? Like just now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like 30 minutes ago.
Oh.
I'm very observant about people's faces.
You're also the
like,
closest
here.
to me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't care about any of this, but here.
What are you observing about this right now?
You had it this morning.
Nailed
It's
it.
the same.
Yeah.
You clearly trimmed
Exact
these side
same.
parts.
Remember
these
when you
little
shaved half your
Wolverines.
face and you're like, you did it for a goof,
And then you
you
forgot.
forgot
And then you went downtown.
and left it for like a whole day?
Yeah.
Dummy.
I was just checking. It's 38, guys. We're on 38.
38!
Welcome to Off Topic episode number 38.
38.
This episode sponsored by Movement Watches and Me Undies Undiwear. You can wear them both at the same time.
I don't know if it is the same where you are, the audience, but it's been shitting it down in Austin recently.
Yeah.
Flooding.
Raining.
It's
Flooding.
very
Lots of
appropriate
rain.
weather, actually, because I have bad news.
What's the-
I'm just here to report the death of Bob.
Oh.
Turns out we don't take care of him
Bob,
in between
why?
podcasts, and he dies. Because
I thought when I didn't turn the program on, he would be fine.
to be fair, much like a neglectful parent, I completely forgot about him. Like, the second the podcast ended, I forgot we all collectively made that child.
Bob, yeah.
Bob.
Yeah, I know,
Bob,
no,
yeah.
I know, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Yeah, he's nobody now. He's a
This
ghost.
was Bob.
That was Bob.
was
So
a-
you're saying we shouldn't get like an Achievement Hunter goldfish or anything? Because that thing would be super
No.
dead.
I
I'd
mean,
say-
that's a real thing, though.
Death.
Yeah.
That's
maybe we
experiment one. Goldfish is experiment two.
Get an Achievement Hunter pet.
You know, we should get sea monkeys probably.
Oh yeah.
Because
Or
they
just
come
seamen.
they come in a packet and they're not really real anyway.
Achievement
No,
Hunter.
I mean they're real.
That's a great
yeah, but
idea.
they're not-
We'll get an
The
Achievement Hunter pet
semen.
rock.
It's easier to, I mean, we can make it.
Right.
Like, I'm making them all the time.
What is a sea monkey?
Kind of monkey of
Worthless.
the ocean.
It's actually a shrimp.
Like a type of
Yeah, it's
tiny
like a
shrimp.
little
Yeah.
prawn or
It's a
something.
little brine
But it
shrimp.
can live as dust in a packet.
Yeah?
Dehydrated.
They're not very complicated organisms.
So what is it? Just eggs in the packet? How's that even work?
Magic,
knows
dude.
anything.
Get a microscope.
I feel
How
like-
else do they
Well, that's
sell it?
because you're asking a question of the olden days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I had sea monkeys as a kid.
Right. Those are the olden days.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like a it sounds like a sexual disease.
In
I had sea
2016, it's like,
monkeys.
what are sea monkeys? When you had them, you couldn't just look at what they are.
So-
the fact is, just no one's done it since. then.
Send
Nobody
your
cares.
sea monkeys to Off Topic, care
Should
of
we-
Rooster Teeth
Dude, if
Productions.
we get
Don't
a-
kill them.
Texas.
if-
You can raise them in beer,
If
right?
we get a fuck ton of sea monkeys, we'll
Like,
just
should we
pour
see,
them all on a
like a
table.
tiny little cup? There's like a million sea monkeys.
Probably
just like
something
it.
bigger than that cup. You can't be cruel to animals.
Dude,
guys.
what would
Does
happen?
it even count though?
Yeah.
Did you ever get those little pills that you throw in water and they turn into like a little like foam dinosaur?
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
sponge thing.
What if we got like 1,000 of those and threw it in like a bathtub? Like what? Would it absorb all
Can
the
we put it in
water?
the
million
bathtub
views
with
is
a
what's gonna
person?
happen.
Well, I just kicked you out the next
yes.
slow-mo guy's idea.
Well, it's already slow. I mean,
It does take a
Yeah,
while.
it'd
You
be
need a
really
time
slow.
lapse for that,
I feel like a 10-hour.
I had
slow-mo
that.
guy's
I
video.
had that idea with the. Bye,
Bye,
Ryan.
Ryan.
Bye,
I
Ryan.
had that
Sorry about
idea
Bob.
with the Casper mattress.
Yup.
Right, because fantastic mattress. It comes in a box, you know, and you
Oh,
just,
yeah.
it's just like a square box, and you open it, and it's like super tightly rolled up, and you unroll it, and then you basically like rip the plastic, and it lets the air in, and then it inflates to a regular mattress.
So they dehydrate and de-aerate their mattresses before sending them.
Sure.
to make them as small as possible.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, why
yeah.
not?
They definitely they like vacuum seal it. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna roll it out and I'll film it and it'll be really cool how it's like, and like I don't know, slow it down or whatever. I went through the whole process. I set up the camera. I got it all set up. I had it unrolled. And I'm like, all right, and rip the plastic. And I was like, that's extremely slow. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's like.
and I'm like, oh, that's.
It'd be good if you
It-
did it in a small closet. or
It
something.
makes sense, but even the closet thing, it doesn't really work. It just sort of doesn't
Oh, it's
fit.
not that
So that's what the mattress comes in.
Yeah, and I credit to Casper. Probably not what they want. I was hoping it would like blow up, and, like, you know what I
Send
mean?
you
It was like
across the room.
boing, like
Yeah.
Inspector Gadget style. Nah, they've pretty safely engineered it. It just kind of inflates. But I have like 5 minutes of footage on my phone because I'm like filming it as I'm unwrapping. I'm like, here it is. And as soon as I pull it, I'm like, that was a waste of time.
See, what you want is a raft from a plane door.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you see the one where it was a guy was like demonstrating how those things work and it went the wrong direction? Like they had one over a pool and they like inflated it and went blasting back the wrong way.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Annihilated.
Yeah, because it goes from nothing to like slide with wall like down and yeah, it went the wrong way. Someone looked. The arrow was pointing in the incorrect direction.
Someone sent me an avalanche jacket.
Is that the ones that like inflate when you?
Yeah, it's
fall?
like it's an airbag in your coat. You pull the thing, and it's like it puffs out behind you. And I guess if you get covered in snow, it gives you enough room to breathe for a while.
Nice.
But
would you have the?
What you do is two of you sit at the top of a ladder back to back with this on, right? And then like you play some sort of Russian roulette, see whose goes on.
Or you just you tie the strings together and have one person yank it and pulls both strings.
And they both go
it goes,
flying.
it goes sailing off.
But I'm not sure how fast it is. It's probably not like an airbag. It's probably like a.
Yeah, you probably don't want to strap an airbag to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you've seen the people sitting on airbags and inflating them, right?
Yeah, it's called popcorning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because why is it called popcorn?
Because their brain
Go
explodes.
up like a piece of.
Oh, Jesus.
That'd be a great slow-mo. I just don't want to do that to Dan. I think it might hurt his spine. There's
Yeah.
tons of videos of people sitting on airbags though and going
Like sitting on like a tire
Yeah,
with
it
an
was
airbag
in
on it.
it was in Neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
1 and 2.
Yeah, and it did not look great.
Not good.
It's like the most
Unreal.
CGI
Did he, like,
looking
hit the
thing
ceiling?
ever. Yeah, when it's like.
I feel like they could have just done it with a stuntman. For real.
It's probably pretty dangerous.
It's
Ah,
probably the
movies
spine.
movies is dangerous.
Your spine
compression.
instantly goes from like normal size to like that.
Yeah.
And then you go.
Super shortened. Man, you know what just came out on iTunes? I'm excited for. It came out yesterday.
Popstar.
Suicide Squad.
Popstar. Popstar's an awesome movie. We had those guys on the podcast a
Yeah,
while back.
They
yeah. I
smashed
mean,
the
we
table.
didn't, but
Yeah.
I saw them. I saw them,
Did
and
you
I
even
saw
meet them?
the crowd. I didn't meet them.
Why not? You bloody love it.
Because they were working.
Yeah, but just be like, hey, what's up?
They were in the middle of the podcast.
Ah,
Just
okay.
walking on the podcast and go, hey, what's up?
Just
And
want
then
to shake
leave.
their hand.
I don't know. I
and
think you
leave.
coming in and taking a selfie mid-podcast would have been pretty funny.
Yeah, it's like Jeff and I actually went a meeting off site that day, and that was like the one. Like, I'd love to meet those guys. Like, of all the people we've had
Dude.
through, like, I'm a huge Andy Samberg fan. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and yeah. And
It was awesome. They were over in stage 5, which is where we are now. And I was going to lunch, and I said to Lindsay, like, hey, do you want to just go, like, see the Lonely Island guys where we go? Just like, cool, there they are. They're alive. You know what I mean? It's like,
They're
huge
humans.
fans.
They're not
Right,
robots.
Right. So we walked over, and as soon as we left our building, we're walking over right out front here, like in front of the giant bay doors that open. There was 3 identical black Escalades parked in a row.
They don't travel together?
Yeah, like all just like chromed out, everything. And there had to be 3 people like in suits standing next to each one. And I'm like,
Jesus.
that's a fucking crew.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
When you roll up in 3 different Escalades, like...
Do you think they?
That's awesome.
Do you think they all load into one, and the Escalades like shift and like
Who
shuffle
knows?
around? So
Yeah.
like you know, maybe you don't know
Hide-
which
hide
one
the
they're
ball.
actually
Yeah,
in.
ball and cup scheme.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
or they all fucking hate each other and
That's
they ride
true.
separately, which is probably
They
more
probably
accurate.
well, I mean, they spent a lot of time together. They worked a lot when they were younger, like as you know, all together as a team. So I wonder if now they're just like don't want to be around each other as
Yeah,
much because they'll
probably.
probably
Yeah.
tear each other's hair
Yeah,
out.
I wish we could do 3 different podcast sets for all topics. You know what I mean? And we all have our own set.
Like we
Yeah.
would roll up to Let's Play Live in 6 different Toyota
Right,
Corollas.
right.
6 Prius.
There's a reason we're all flying on 6 different flights.
Right.
You know, if we can have 3 podcast sets and maybe just like an intercom in between the 3 of them, I think that would work.
Dude, we fly out tomorrow.
We
Well,
do.
we fly out yesterday.
Which is true.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
right.
Oh yeah,
Pre-taping
hey,
this.
let's play lives tonight. If you're watching this live right now, and you happen to live in Chicago, come by the Chicago theater.
Or if you
Come-
don't, just fly there.
yeah, fly there. You got time. It's what
That's what
noon
we're
right
doing.
now.
Chicago Airport, though, I always get delayed or cancelled there.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we don't.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm flying a day before. How long does it take to drive to Chicago from here?
I don't know. It's a pretty straight shot north, right? Let's see. Let's ask Google.
I would say 18 hours.
18 hours. All right, Michael. What do you say?
I think he got a good ballpark. I was gonna say 20, so
I'll say 22.
yeah.
I'm gonna say 15. All right,
But
Chicago.
it's like
by the way-
5 to get out of Texas.
By the way, while Jack's looking that up, I'm your host, Michael. Joining us this
Oh,
week,
yeah.
we have Gavin, Jack, and Jeremy.
Bam.
Got it. Remember
Eh.
that time? I was just waiting for it.
All right,
What were you
choose
waiting
start
for?
point. Your
Just the
location.
flow to
Well,
end.
And so my
Michael, I feel
calculation
like-
on this,
All right, what did we
You never
say? You said
interrupt us.
18
I said
hours.
18.
I feel like I definitely do.
What'd you say, Michael? You said 20 something?
Yeah, I just guessed 20.
You
I
got it?
said 22.
I said
was
15.
highballing.
17 hours. 17 hours according to Google.
pretty
Nailed
close.
it, Jeremy.
So if we leave now, we could still
Oh,
make
I
it.
went over that.
Absolutely.
Price is Right. I'd get my ass handed to me. I went right over that.
Oh yeah, you did.
So my frame of reference was because from Massachusetts and from Boston, it's 31 hours.
Yeah.
To Texas?
Yeah, to Austin.
Yeah.
And I've done it twice now.
Ouch.
We can take the other route and it goes 8 minutes slower.
Oh, there you go. Glad you have options.
I like that they deviate by like hundreds
Yeah.
of miles, but it's 8-minute difference.
There you go.
There we go. All right, sweet. So
So what's your longest road trip you ever done?
From Boston to Texas. I don't really do road trips that often, but
Oh no, done one. Well, I've gone from London, which is South England, to I guess the beginning of Scotland, and that took like 7 hours.
That's,
that's pretty. That's yeah, but
It
I
was
mean,
some of a day.
you could consider that a road trip.
Yeah.
It's 7 hours. I mean, because the most I do for like fun is just like to Maine or north of New Hampshire, which
What
is
fun can you have in Maine?
not much.
It's like nothing fun.
There's
right?
really cold beaches you can go to.
It's
Like, do
more
you
of
ever
like.
think? I always think about this, and I don't know why, but everyone's probably had like the most fun day of their life, or so far you can.
You're gonna say no one's ever had that in Maine.
No, I was just thinking like, is the best thing you can do in Maine more fun than the most fun I ever had one day?
I don't know. I mean, for you probably not, because you've done some cool stuff.
Haven't you?
Well, yeah, but I'm
hold
saying
on
like
for
a
a
normal person might be able to do something really awesome in Maine and like never be able to.
normal person might be able to do something really awesome.
They could
mean,
probably get
maybe.
really
Don't get me
drunk
wrong.
or something.
Maine's not bad.
Are-
but
I've
it's
Never
just
been.
not
I
amazing.
want to go to all the states.
Do you?
We love
Yeah,
you,
I
LT
wanna-
Maine.
You should.
Why?
I said you should.
I mean, why? Why should I?
Why not? Because you said you want to.
Yeah. Except you gotta think of what to do.
I
there.
won't encourage what you want to do anymore. Fuck
Like,
you,
listen,
don't
I-
do it.
No, because I was
Promise.
like, I want to go to all the states. Do it.
I said,
Go on then.
I
What
went,
are you
you
waiting for?
should.
You encouraged him. It was very
Yeah,
nice.
and he's like, oh, Michael, you spit venom at
You
me.
want me to do it?
Fuck you! No, I won't do it. Is that what you want?
I promise. There's gonna be certain states you get to, like
escalated.
Idaho or something. You're gonna
Yeah.
get there and be like, I hate this. Like, there's
Also, you're
nothing-
gonna be like,
there's nothing
the
here.
same state.
Idaho, we love you.
Yeah.
Love your
A
potatoes.
lot of it blends together.
Yeah, you're
went
gonna
to
be
a
like, I'm in
thing-
Montana. Now I'm in Idaho.
Especially that like
Exact same.
Midwest.
We
There's
should get
nothing there.
we should get the community to all the ones who are from the same state to agree on the most fun thing to do in that state, and then we'll make a map. It'll be like, here, go and see this roller coaster or something.
Well, I was gonna say New Jersey. I'm gonna say Six Flags Great Adventure.
Nice.
There's Six Flags everywhere.
Yeah, but Great
No,
Adventure.
no, the one in New
Jersey's
like
it's the creme de la
insane.
creme of Six
Yep.
Flags.
Fair play. They got a fast roller coaster.
They got the King to Ka, man. That
Dude,
was the
that thing's
tallest in the world, on the
insane.
East Coast for a long time.
Six Flags up in Dallas. That was the very first one. They got the Titan up there. I think it's bad.
Yeah,
I'm not
Isn't that
mistaken.
the one that the lady fell out of like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's
The King
unfortunate.
to what is it?
King to Ka.
King to Ka. Like, if I'm not mistaken, it goes like 0 to 60 like instantly.
I don't know if that might, but King to Ka is more of a, it's the tallest roller
Yeah, and then it
coaster.
goes
Like, I don't know now.
straight up.
It's,
When I first
Well,
saw
there's
it,
the Top
it's
Thrill
insane.
Dragster.
and then it
That
goes
like
higher
over
than the
100.
Statue of Liberty, and then it goes straight down the
there's
spine.
there's checkpoints like as you're going up, like you're now higher than this, you're now higher than this, like just landmarks.
I
and
went on
stuff.
one. It went 0 to 80 in 2 seconds.
nice.
So it just goes like hydraulic, like goes straight up and then straight down, and that's it.
You know
It's
what
over
roller
in like
coaster
20
does that?
seconds.
What's
The
that?
one in Disney, the
It's called Stealth.
Rock and Roller Coaster?
Yeah, Rock and Roller Coaster.
Yeah, Rock and also the
That's like Aerosmith.
yeah, and
right?
the Incredible Hulk also. They just reopened Incredible Hulk in Orlando right now at Islands of Adventure. I'm a theme park nerd. I don't know if you know that.
That's cool.
but
Well, you told me when to go to Disney, so I appreciate
absolutely. I won't tell anyone else. I'll just tell you.
that. There you go.
Just friends. Yeah, the Incredible Hulk is one that it's like you go up the hill. It's like the launch hill. And it's like, oh, everything's going. It's like supposed to be like, hey, we're having a good time, no problem. It's like, and then it goes, whoa, and it just launches you out the top.
That's
I'm
awesome.
always-
You think it's gonna be like just a normal one that goes up and over, but it just spits you out the top.
I'm
You
always
fly.
scared of roller coasters. Like the first one I go on of the day, always very nervous. I'm like, oh, why do I do this to myself?
'Cause it's
and
great.
Then after I've been on one that went really fast, really
Oh, yeah.
quickly, I'm like, there is not a fast enough roller
Yeah.
coaster.
Is
Get
there
me a
anything
faster
about
one.
a roller coaster that like makes you more nervous than other ones? Like loops or shit like that? Anything like
What about lap bars? Like, there's some roller coasters all you have is the lap bar.
that makes me a bit nervous.
Yeah, like I love that stuff. I love
Honestly,
the fear of like, oh, you
I
could fall
prefer
out.
roller coasters.
I like the fear of
I
death.
don't like those rides that just drop you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
free
Back up.
fall.
Ah.
Like they're just like,
Well, they have the Tower of Terror at Disney, which they're turning into Guardians of the Galaxy. So they're changing the one in California from the Tower of Terror, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, to a Guardians of the Galaxy thing.
Oh,
So,
I tricked my dad into going on that.
oh,
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Old
Like,
bastard.
didn't know what the hell happened.
Got him.
Yeah.
You know what? So one thing now, I'm getting old. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah,
You know that?
it
I'm getting old?
happens.
Are you 40 yet?
Huh? No, I'm not 40. I'm not even 35 yet. Motion simulators.
Jack's 40 then.
Motion simulators I can't do anymore.
What's that?
Like, so if you're on a ride that has like where it moves you around with a screen.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
like
the
the
Star
Harry, like the
Wars
Harry
ride.
Potter
Yeah,
thing.
like the Forbidden Journey, the Harry
Yep.
Potter ride. It's a mix where it's basically you're on an arm and the thing moves you around.
You're on a track.
Yeah, and so it moves so imagine the track's out here, your seat's here, and it moves you, and then it kind of moves you around, and then there's like actual like props and animatronics. But then every now and then it'll throw you into like kind of this wraparound screen. It makes you feel like you're flying.
And you're wearing 3D glasses too.
Not with that one. Not with that one. The one, the Gringotts, you wear 3D glasses. Not Forbidden Journey though.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, you don't.
No, I was just at least in LA, you do.
Oh, really?
I mean, I was just there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. They're like, here's your goggles.
Maybe
You wear-
that's why you feel
You wear
sick,
like
'cause
you
you're
wear
watching
like
it in 2D.
they're like they look just like the Quidditch goggles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That must be new for California. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one yet. But anyway, like you get to these screens, they're like wraparound screens, and it's like you're flying with Harry on the broom and stuff.
Like Michael's TV.
At this point now, like when that comes up, I have to like look down because if I look forward, I get sick like immediately. And it's like,
How do you
what
feel
happened to me?
about Mission Space? Have you gone on Mission Space?
I have been on that once. I will never do it again.
Really?
I mean, I did it and I was like, okay, that was fun because all it is,
on Mission
it's
Space.
it's a centrifuge.
Yeah.
So you sit on it.
You're like
and
stuck to the wall.
Yeah. So it gives you like 2 Gs or
kind
something.
of. So the way they do this one, first off, like 2 people died, right?
How?
And then they were like, yeah, on Mission when the Mission Space first came out,
They fly out?
2 people died. No, because you're in like a little box just from the G-force.
Oh my god!
So
So they just died.
Yeah.
Oh my
people
god!
don't
I don't know if I
withstand-
believe that.
You can
Mission
people
Space,
withstand,
look up
like,
Death, Mission
I'm looking it
incredible
up.
G-forces.
And
though.
then so after that they
Sure, a rocket taking off is more G's than that.
so then after that they came out
be
with
wrong.
2 ways to go on the ride. There's like Mission Blue and Mission Orange, and like Orange like hits you with a lot of, and it's not even as many as it used to be. So
Go ahead.
So the way this ride works is like they go through this whole spiel. There's like 4 of you, and they're like, "Oh, one of you is the navigator. One is the whatever the fuck." And like, and then you all get in this little
I wanna be that guy.
pod with like TV screens, like kind of right in front of you, and there's all these switches and stuff, so you look like you're in a ship. It closes in, like the doors close on either side, and then the screens come up to here, and you're just in a small room with the 4 people, and then that is on a centrifuge that spins around. But on the screen, it's like, all right, you like lift off. In 3, 2, 1, and you go, and then the centrifuge turns on, so you see like the sky going by and everything, and then you're on a planet, and but it's awesome if you get in, if you're like in the mood for it, because like none of the switches do anything, but you can be like, fuck me, like hitting all the switches and shit.
And it's funny because at the end, like you slide to the edge of a cliff, and I'm always like trying to push the thing forward. I'm like, come on, like over.
The jokes we always made is we went on that, and again, my only goal was to convince my dad to go on it.
Nice.
Because I'm like, I'm gonna kill this guy. So we go
That'll
on.
show him.
So we convince, it's like me, my sister, and my 2 cousins, and then we convince my parents and my aunt and uncle to go on as well. And they give everybody names, and they're like, oh, you're Team 10, and like my parents and them were Team 5 and stuff. And the entire trip to Disney, we had a term called side door. And side dooring is when in the line for a ride, you leave. Like you try and escape the line so you don't have to go on the ride. And we're like, everybody's allowed 1 side door. But that's it. Don't waste it. So my parents and my aunt and uncle are standing next to each other going, this is it. This is our side door. We got a side door here. And they're like, but they're going to make fun of us. And like, so we always joke that literally we'd hear the announcer go, Team 5, prepare for... Team 5. Team 5. But they went on it, and my dad swore at me for the next long time. Yeah.
All right,
But
so
he did it.
according to this, 2 people have died after completing the ride, although due to pre-existing conditions.
Ah, okay.
One, a 4-year-old boy with an undiagnosed heart condition.
Fuck.
The other, a 49-year-old woman from a stroke due to high blood pressure. So
don't go on if you're not healthy. I guess.
Right, and I think they also lowered the G-force after.
well, no. So I don't know if they. But now in 2006, they offer a less intense version,
Mission Blue.
which is called Green Team. It's less
It was
intense
called Mission
training.
Blue now.
You shut your mouth. And basically, that one doesn't spin at all. Like you feel it, like because what it does, it'll spin and also tilts too. So that'll just tilt, but it won't actually either.
There was a fairground ride I went on. It's called Rota or something. You're basically in a big salad spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a thing in the middle. So it spins around, and then at the end, it's the first one to like touch the thing in the middle wins.
That's
You win
awesome.
nothing.
Wow.
But as it's speeding up and it's spinning, you're not yet on the wall. but you can lean at like 45-degree angles, so you feel like Michael Jackson for a bit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, don't lean, because once you, like, it's spinning too fast, it will just fling you back and you'll bash your head. So that's fun. It's like leaning until the last minute and then you're like, but when I was doing it, I leant and I flung back and I like protected my head because I knew it was gonna happen. But one of my shoes came off. It was just like stuck to the wall below me. I was like, I'm gonna get my shoe, and I was like spinning around like this trying to get my shoe. And it was down there, and I finally got it. And I was like, I'm gonna throw it at my friend who was opposite me on the other wall. And then they like plowing in.
Yeah, that'll work.
Smoke and stuff, and it's all spinning around. And it was like really hard to throw something because it's pinning you against the side. So I was like, ugh! And I threw it, and I guess like. I threw it, and then by the time the shoe was there, I'd already come around. So in my view, it just went right in my head. I was like, that was dumb.
Or just never reached the middle.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
It's
incredible.
like-
You
just
didn't
go
hit
like
some
this.
random person with a fucking shoe.
Yeah.
Well, I knew him.
Well, I mean,
was it just the two of you on
everyone
the
on
ride?
the ride?
There were like 5 of us, but we all knew each
Oh,
other.
Yeah.
okay.
There's
I'm thinking like a few dozen people.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't very
Like,
big.
well,
It was
I'll
like-
hit him.
Yeah.
There's a carnival ride once I went on at the fair here in Texas where it's like this shitty little metal box with a bar and like they you know you're in it and then it starts spinning around and then it starts going up and down where you start doing this loops over and over again. It's like an arm, you know, or the wheel here and then it just lifts up. So you're just doing flips. And I got so close to passing out on it. Like those black dots started coming in from the side. It was the middle of the day, and all I remember was seeing sun ground, black, and then I was like, and I started slowing down. I was like, oh, like I was like moments away from this passing.
Wait, I
out,
didn't know
being
that was an eclipse
unconscious.
today.
There's a theme park in New Hampshire called Canopy Lake, and there's a ride there called the Turkish Twist, and it's just a hole in the ground that's a cylinder, and it's that exact thing. I mean, you get in it and you're against the wall, and everybody else like in line kind of can stand at the top and look down in there over you.
Spit on you.
So I mean, it will start going, and then you stick to the wall, and then the ground drops.
Yeah.
So then you're just stuck to the wall, and the ground's gone. And so me and my friends used to go on there and see how many things we could get out of our pockets, and then back in our pockets before like gravity came back. And we literally would get to the point. Like, we got yelled at so many times, but, like, we would get to the point where my friend had, like, 2 rows of pennies, like, around his head, and then, like, we had, like, wallet, cell phone, like, everything just on the sides of us, pulled shoes off, like, next to our feet. Like, we get everything out of our pockets.
That's
and,
a
like,
talent.
take change and just spread it out like
We
this.
should find one and
all
make a
around
video.
us.
of
Yeah,
it.
how?
Yeah.
We've talked about that before.
Have we?
We've talking about like a
cyclotron.
cycle, centrifuge
How
type
much would it
thing of
cost?
filming something or doing something. We
Ah,
keep bringing it
you
up.
don't even need a tripod. You just leave the camera on the wall.
Just throw it.
We could do all kinds of fun stuff with one of those. Like, how long could you be on one of those things stuck against the wall? I mean, it's only like, what, 2 Gs maybe? Like, it's not a lot.
It's not much.
I mean, it's definitely way more than 1.
But how long could you sustain that before you, like, just get sick or die? Like,
That's really up to
what's
the
like the limit?
individual, I
Like, what's our
imagine.
insurance say on that? Because I would love to
Insurance
do that.
probably just says no.
I mean, I would love to like spread out and then like be able to like get upside down
Yeah,
in it and
but
stuff.
they
Because you're
should
sticking
get
to
you
the wall.
to that point where
Let's
like,
just,
you can kind
I
of...
mean, at that point, let's just go to space, though, right? Like, Achievement Hunter rocket
Dude.
and just hang out in 0 G.
Yeah.
Dude, next month they're announcing the trips to Elon Musk is announcing
Yeah.
SpaceX's trip to Mars. Like they're going to talk about the different stuff they're going to be launching,
luck.
including the BFR, which is Big Falcon rocket. And so it's going to be enormous. Like they have the Falcon 9 now, which like imagine this is a Falcon 9. The Falcon the BFR is basically like 3 times the size and like triple the width, and it's one giant.
Are they sending
cinema.
people?
Yeah, that's the goal. Is to
And
be
are
able-
they coming back?
Well, the idea is the thing they're going to put on top will be strong enough that it will reach Mars in like 3 months, and then they can reuse it and come back.
It's crazy how Mars you can get to in 3 months.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah,
going
It's
fast
like
enough.
conveniently
Yeah.
close for another planet.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on how fast you want to. I mean, like how fast you can.
You
propel
could leave
yourself
now
forward.
and be at Mars before 2016 ends. That's pretty awesome.
Well,
But
not
maybe-
necessarily. It's all based on where the position of the
Nah,
of
you
the
can
Earth.
leave.
is.
Could you leave now and be at Mars before we're at Let's Play Live, though?
Probably
Probably
not.
not.
Ooh.
Not yet.
You get close.
Imagine how
Also,
many
I-
off topics we'd have to pre-record if we went
We
to
have to do so many.
like,
I have this.
They're
open,
gone
by the
for
way.
8 months.
As of 2006 when it opened, King Ka, or 2005, 2006, 2005. It was the tallest and fastest in the world.
It went,
Wow,
it went
both.
real quick,
It
dude.
went 400. It was 456 feet tall, 128 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's awesome.
128.
There it is. There it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
stealth on crack.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been on that. It's awesome.
I've never done one of those. I want to do one. There's a Ferrari World in the United Arab Emirates.
I think that's now the fastest one, isn't it?
I think so. And a friend of mine did that recently. He said it was awesome. they had a Fast and Furious like media day, and they sent everyone out there for it.
I don't know if it's the same on that one, but on Stealth, which is similar in shape, sometimes it doesn't make it over the hump and just rolls back. And I always wanted to be on a roll
Never
back.
happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'd shit
I mean,
myself.
it's like designed to happen.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd
it's
still
the same
shit
thing.
myself.
Yeah.
I know that that roller coaster in particular uses like, since it's going so fast when you come off the jump, for like a whole giant jump, the drop, like a whole giant leg of the roller coaster before you get to the end is just magnets, and they just like slow the roller coaster down like using magnets.
It's like an anti-rail gun.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. I love that. I love technology. I love.
And it's so pointless, too.
Well, I mean, like so
useless.
at Universal they just opened a new King Kong ride, and the coolest thing to me is there's no track. So it's like you get in this vehicle and it's like 60 or 70 people, and the car is completely autonomous. And so like basically it just drives itself. It has no one piloting it, and it goes around a track where it has sensors where it'll like turn based on the sensors, and there'll be nothing below you. That's so cool.
That's pretty cool.
And
that
they have a
probably
giant
makes it feel more.
Yeah, and they have a
real.
giant animatronic King Kong and stuff. And,
I like ones where you feel like Superman.
yeah,
I think it was
where you lay down and
There's
you're
one called
that's cool.
It was called Air, and you stand in it and it comes down, and then the floor goes away, and then it like tilts you forward like this, and you can just be like going around the track, and then it spins you up on your back, and it's.
I remember when Batman opened at Great Adventure. That was maybe the first roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure, at least, that had the overhead armbar. And I remember being like, we live in a crazy time. Like, it wasn't this roller coaster just here. I'm like, fucking put your arms in, man. Like, that's nuts. That was right when I started going on roller coasters. I was
Squash
like
your
10.
crotch a bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you get a lot of those, like the arm ones. Or the overheads. It's like the bar that comes down, and then there's just like the dick demolisher in the center.
Yeah.
It's just like thing that's just like, and it's just like and then you'll be like, oh, like you're so squished in there, and you do the test where like you push it halfway down, and you realize like, oh my god, I could do another click, but I don't want to. And then the guy comes by and he's like, click,
Well, that's the
and you're
thing.
like,
It's like you pull it down yourself. It's like tick, 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 tick. All right.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm not gonna fall
And then
out.
they'll come over and be like, nope, one more click. It's like,
It's like 3 more clicks, like on a ratchet, like.
Now, do you guys get the photos for the theme, like the roller coaster thing?
I never did as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, because the way I went to Six Flags was you go in the morning, so you can go all day, you know, because it's a lot of money to go. We'd always go to like a sub shop first, get sandwiches, drive to Six Flags, spend a couple hours in the park, then you leave the park, you get your hands stamped so you can go back in.
Spit all
Yeah,
over.
that's crazy.
so it's exactly what we did when.
Well, that's why I did it. Yeah.
We were channeling your childhood.
Yeah, well, it works.
Except we got really hammered.
So you
and
go to the
Andy
parking
fell
lot, and then you take out all the subs. We'd eat at the car, and then we'd go back into the park. So we didn't spend a fortune, you know, because again, going with my family, it's like, you know, parents and kids, and like that shit adds up. And so the photos was like, not in a million years. Like if I asked my dad to play arcade games at Six Flags, he'd be like, what are you, an idiot? Go play video games at home. We're here to go on roller coasters.
Pour money in the drain.
I'm not paying money for that. It was kind of the same thing with food. But as an adult, I'm like, I'm gonna buy the picture, and it's such a waste of money.
It's like
I mean,
$15
it's like
something.
15 or 20 bucks for a crappy photo in a stupid frame that's got 10 strangers in it that you don't know. You know what I mean? It's always you and all the rows in front of you and behind
That's
you.
why I don't get a big landmarks. Like if you go to the Empire State Building, you
Yeah.
can go in and get your picture taken.
Yeah.
Against.
Well, we got our picture taken at 30 Rock.
Yeah.
That stupid
But you,
photo.
You just
Oh,
end up
yeah,
taking
yeah.
your picture
Forgot
against the
about that.
screen with like a picture of the
Yep.
building behind it. It's
Yep.
like, I could have just done this at home with Photoshop.
Yeah.
And also paid $30 less.
Yeah.
The Universal does something. I don't know if Disney actually does. Disney does now too, where you can actually go and I have all of my photos from every ride and stuff. Like you pay once, and then every ride they just scan your card and put
That's
it
pretty
digitally.
cool.
That's awesome.
And then
way
you can
better.
download them. So I have like photos here from like when Katie and I had our honeymoon. Like I mean, it's great because it's all the saves and they put it to your account.
Were you naked?
And so
On the ride, dude.
It's
Yeah,
on the
dude.
ride.
Bold.
Just whipped it out for Harambe, and so.
He's coming back.
But no, I love
really not.
I love
No,
roller
he's not.
coaster rides because I love taking the stupidest photos I can. Like, and I know where all the cameras are at this point. So who do I email? Is it control at Rooster Teeth? Who do I email to send a photo?
Just throw your phone.
What did you bleep that out? What's this pre-recorded? Whatever.
It is pre-recorded.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
twice in the same
who do I
week.
send it to? Oh, there it is. Okay, it says control at Rooster Teeth.
So
I'll
on
email
the-
that.
on the Monday
Fucking
podcast,
awesome.
Greg Miller read it out, and everyone side.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
That's why it's
So
funny.
that makes
having
sense.
Boy,
Alright.
Very
what a
internal email
dumbass.
address.
I don't know. Like what?
Oh, I was talking about Greg Miller, not
Yeah.
you, Jack.
Okay.
Jack, you're fine. of
Wish we
course.
could.
I'm also
wish
a
we could have talked
dumbass.
to that guy more while he was here.
While you send that, I'll
Alright.
read this.
All right.
Guys, strap in, because this is about your undies. This is very important. This is about your comfort and your comfort and your comfort and your anus and how it feels throughout the day. That's not in the
And
ad
yours.
sheet, but that's what it is.
I would have been surprised if the word anus was in your copy.
Well, I just added it, so.
Yeah.
Whether you're wearing a suit or sweats, you spend almost 24 hours a day in your underwear. But instead of making a statement like Superman's tights under his everyday clothes, your underwear is probably boring. MeUndies is here to change that. Every pair of MeUndies is made from sustainably sourced modal, a fabric that's twice as soft as cotton. Nothing can describe the fit and feel of MeUndies, but once you try them on, you'll understand why they're called the world's most comfortable underwear. This is an absolute fact, because I've experienced it. Nice one, Gavin. You saved it. And if you don't love your first pair of MeUndies, they're free, no questions asked. MeUndies has dozens of styles and limited edition prints to help you make a statement with your underwear, whether anyone can see them or not. Remember Superman? Yeah, good noise, because his underwear's out. Shipping is free in the US and Canada, and you can save up to $8 a pair with the MeUndies subscription plan. Get the subscription or a single pair. Get 20% off your first order when you go to MeUndies.com/offtopic. That's MeUndies.com/offtopic for 20% off your first order. MeUndies.com/offtopic. Easily the most comfortable pair of underwear ever.
So
They're
worn.
super
That I've
comfy.
worn.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. So we have a photo here. This is. So like I knew where the camera.
what's everyone holding?
That's the Men in Black ride. So the Men in Black ride, you get a laser gun and you shoot aliens while you're going.
Oh, it's like they have like the Buzz.
Jack, you're
Lightyear
missing your
ride.
shot.
Is that Katie below you?
Yeah, it's Katie Bluming.
Why are you sitting
Those are our
next to her?
friends. No, those are our friends.
Oh, okay.
Like everyone in the car, we know. We're all.
I was
Like, get away from
Katie,
me.
you sit down there. Go away.
Let's see, I think I had another one. I'll send it over. What's the email again?
Oh my god.
I like
Jack.
the idea of you not knowing where the cameras are and having to do this the whole time, just in case.
What? This is that we have it already? How the hell did you get that? That was creepy.
Dude, they tracked you down, man. You sent them
Put
the
that
first
online
one.
Before? Well, Jesus, I'll send you.
They're
another
super
one.
creeps, man.
Man,
Super
it's
creep.
So I've noticed that the crew have been a little bit sneaky.
Super sneaky.
They've wedged a mic up there. Have you seen that?
What?
What?
There's a mic.
Oh, sneaky little
Is
mic.
that them being sneaky?
Yeah. So now they can.
Are they
now if
are
we,
they spying on us?
Gavin's
we
all over
whisper
that,
to
man.
ourselves.
You can't hide cameras
Those
or mics from
those
Gavin.
bastards are listening to what we're saying.
It's like the only thing I'm observant about. Well, I mean, what if I was there, like whispering under my breath about something?
I mean,
What if I was
don't?
like, Michael's an absolute bastard?
He's an absolute bastard.
Then they tell them. I mean, they're not having
I'm
that.
sorry, what?
What am I doing here?
I need a super sneaky like Gus wireless
Yeah.
ear thing now, right? If I can get one of those, that'd be great.
Is that a mic? Is that what's in there?
Yeah,
wanna
we
go-
heard
that's a
confirmation.
beer dispenser.
It's actually it's a blow dart.
Yeah, I was
Nicely
looking for a
done,
picture
sir.
of them.
Nicely done.
We should take an achievement hunter day and go to a theme park.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Was it live action? Went to a panic room or an
Yeah,
escape
they
room?
did.
Yeah, they
Dude,
did the puzzle room.
the puzzle room. Yeah. God, we did one of those for
Let's
Katie's
go to
birthday.
friggin'
They're fun, dude.
They are fun.
Six Flags. Was it Fiesta? Is that the one in
The Fiesta
San
Texas,
Antonio?
Fiesta Texas down south.
That was
of
where
San
we rode a
Antonio.
roller coaster like 19 times.
We rode it 7
Yeah.
times. I rode it like 12. Everyone else bailed and rode it.
I
like
was on it
7.
every single time.
All right,
Even when it broke down.
Achievement Hunter.
What the fuck was
Guys,
that?
guys, listen!
Not even that. He was like, all right, everyone. I don't know.
I was gonna be like, achievement Hunter theme park day. It'll be great. But I totally didn't remember what I started. So I just was like, all right.
When are you gonna get
Oh,
your
there you
head?
go. Here's another photo. Here's another good one.
Is that your dad?
That's me and my dad. That's great. Because I taught him where all the cameras are too. So
Taught him.
Passing on.
no, I do a
Knowledge.
lot of theme parks.
What
man,
are you
so
doing there?
I'm doing I'm dead. Like I'm a dead body. That's always my thing. I want
I'm
to.
dead.
You're a mummy?
Yeah, that was Mummy.
You know what I can see though? He likes grapes.
I do like.
Bam.
those. I hear-
PLG!
PLG.
PLG.
PLG, yeah.
That's a good zoom right
PLG,
there.
yeah. I
To the power of
grapes.
PLG
People
hat.
like power up here. Look again on.
Are you doing your hair?
Yeah.
When?
Tonight.
Oh, so before
Ooh.
the Let's Play Live.
Yeah.
You're
Gun
gonna
or
like
blue?
basically debut it there. Well, technically, I guess debut it here.
No.
But then,
No, I mean, you guys won't see me until the show.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm an
everyone's
idiot.
This is now.
I was
Yeah.
like, he'll do it tonight, and then that'll air on Friday, and then I realized we're filming it right now.
Oh, it'd be like,
And his
like
hair's
when you
not
go
out
back
here.
in time
I'm
and
leaving
change
it
the
around
cast.
4.
Yeah.
Like at the end of this, it'll just go blue.
Oh.
I did it dumb too, where I was sitting there. I was like, oh, I'll load up the Twitter feed to see if
I
any
almost did
questions.
that.
And I was like, man, no questions today. I'm awful quiet on
Almost did that.
on the Twitter. Huh? That's
Thank
weird.
God for them. They can edit out all the
No,
Like when you say
they'll punch
unfortunate
it up.
emails.
yeah.
Dude,
Control it.
But Greg Miller did it live, right? So
Yeah,
at
he
this point, it's out
he
there.
sucks. He sucks.
They had these signs up, taped to all the tripods and stuff, and they just ripped them all down. Like they were. It was awesome.
How many emails have you guys received since that podcast? Can you say? 4? 0? Oh, okay. 20? Oh,
Too
yeah.
many. Too many. Okay.
Well, if you have any images you want for the podcast, just send it to caleb@achievemethunter.com.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Didn't we
That's
turn
it.
that off?
I don't know.
He left it too
If
much.
that
He's up.
doesn't work, try. Send it that way. That one works.
It'll make it our way.
Somebody will get it.
Man, I did that to Gavin forever ago. I actually feel really bad about that because nothing pisses me off more than when someone messes my email.
Well, you're the
Or your
reason
phone number.
You're the reason
Yeah,
I had to
phone number.
whitelist my email.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I can only receive email from
That was
Rooster Teeth addresses.
That was
now.
forever ago, so
Yeah.
it's probably good by now.
Or it's not.
Yeah. Well, it's probably fine, right?
Yeah.
You know,
You
when's the last-
changed
You
it.
checked it?
Yeah. When's the last time you checked your email?
Today? Well, I mean, without the filter on or not?
Yeah, without the filter.
It's probably the same.
A couple of months ago.
My bad. There's things like there's nothing worse than like as you're doing something you realize, oh, this is much more severe.
But at
Yeah.
that point,
Oh, I've done
at that
that.
point, it's done and you have to own it.
no
it's
taking it back.
Oh,
That's how it felt when that
that's-
firework came out of my hand towards your head.
Oh, when you hit me in the face with
Yeah.
an exploding
As soon as
firework.
it left my hand, I was like,
I had nothing to do with anything.
I was
You
like,
guys-
I done goof.
You
Oh, are you
assholes.
talking about the little popper
Yeah,
that snap
yeah.
when you hit him in the
So,
face?
I did.
Some asshole of a fan sent us these poppers, like those little things you throw on the ground, little
Yeah,
like
some
white
great
gunpowder
fan.
thing. And like they sent us a whole bunch of boxes.
We
So
did a
everyone got a
versus
box.
on
I was like,
Instagram.
that's cool. I'm never gonna use this because when you join in, you become part of the targets. So I just put mine in my drawers. And then they were, of course, they all start throwing at each other, like whipping them at each other and stuff. And I'm like, I'm just gonna stay out of the fray. I'm back here. And then Jeremy's like, look at Jack being peaceful over there, not getting anything blown up in his face. I'm gonna change that.
Well, so
And you just rocket one at my face.
here's what happened in my brain, right? It was like, there's Jack sitting at his desk minding his own business, like that son of a bitch. And then
Piece of shit.
I was like, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna throw it at the back of his monitor.
Yeah.
It'll
Well, because
hit-
what we were doing at the time, we would just be playing our video games and we just arc them over. And like, I would try
Like
and
on the
land them
desk
on
and shit.
Jeff's
We're going for
desk.
reactions, especially
Yeah.
mid-video.
Like
Yeah,
Jeff
you
would
just go,
Jeff would
"Oh."
also what?
No,
Jeff
you-
will alpha go,
It was right. Jeff would be like, "Wow!"
Yeah, he'd
in
go,
the
"Hey!"
video.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna pop one off the back of Jack's
And this is
monitor.
while we're not recording, Mike.
Right.
This is after we're done. Nothing is rolling.
I'm just like, you know,
Testing.
and Jack will be like, hey, you know, like whatever.
Hey.
Hey, well, he'd go Boston on me.
Hey.
So I took it through it, and it just perfectly clear, like the top of the monitor here is like right over it, and it goes right into Jack, like under his glass.
Yeah, like it hit me right under my glasses in my eye, and it was the most shocking and surprising thing. 'Cause I was just like minding my own business, just
And
working on the computer, and all of a sudden an explosion in my eye.
Yeah, your heart must have gone from like
Dude.
double the rate.
I went from like 0 to pissed like that.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, because I had
if I had
nothing
the
to do
ability
with
to
it.
melt, I would have just done it right there and like went out the door.
Yeah, you're like, dude, and everyone was like,
Well, because like I intentionally stayed out. I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that. Like, you guys have your fun. I'm
It
not gonna do
happens,
it. And it
man.
was like, okay, explosion in my eyeball. Like I
J-
was an unwilling bystander, and
Yeah.
I got the worst
And
out
then-
of everyone.
Unfortunately, following that, Jeremy's been hit in the back of the head several times.
Sure have.
With the wiffle balls there. So
Just
There was a
willing
thing-
bystander.
yeah,
there
he's
was a
kind
thing
of caught that.
recently in a recent AWU. They edited it so it doesn't, you can't really watch it, but I threw the ball, one of those.
Oh,
goals,
yeah,
just
yeah.
like this up in the air.
Just chucked
and
it.
then it just comes down and just takes your glasses off.
No, it hit me hit me square
Yeah.
in the eye and knocked my glasses off.
But for some reason in the video, that happens first, and then me throwing it happens at the end.
Yeah.
so it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it doesn't really.
It's a
yeah,
weird
the video began with that clip.
And then it ends right after, so it looks like you got really pissed. But you were,
But it's funny
way
though-
less pissed from that.
Yeah.
No.
That was definitely
you saw it
shocking.
happen, so
But I
yeah.
mean, I knew you were throwing stuff around, so I was kind of prepared to be hit
Yeah.
by something. That was surprising, but it's like, okay, I got hit by something. And it's funny, like someone actually took stills, and they did like 4 still frames, and it's like it tells a story
Oh,
of you throwing it and then realizing. So you're like, ha. And then me, like, pissed off, and you, like, covering your face. And then Jeremy in the background, like, yeah.
Dude,
Anyway.
those moments are the best. There was an immersion we filmed. It's not out yet. It's for the new season. But
Been a
there's
good season so far.
so far so good, man.
How many have you done for
2.
season 4?
Two, yeah, two very solid immersions. The first one we shot at RTX with a shitload of fans.
Oh, right.
And then we just shot another one.
Still sore?
Oh, I'm still sore. Yeah, my arm's fucked up. I fucked
I'm fine
something
now.
up.
I was sore for 3
I
days.
absolutely need to get an X-ray. I fucked up a bone for sure. like every single day since immersion, I've been taking 3 Excedrin like 3 times a day.
Oof.
Because like I wake up in the morning and I'm like hum-da-dum-da-dum.
Are you feeling like committing?
Like my arm is just killing me. Like I feel shooting pain throughout my arm, and it's like I'm not even lifting anything. I'm like, oh, I fucked it up.
Yeah.
But anyway, not the one we just did, but the other one. There was a take where Bernie was fucking around, and like we couldn't see him from where we were standing, and from the sound of it, it sounded like he fell down some stairs.
Yeah.
And my immediate reaction, because they're filming us, because we were doing like an intro or something like that, where he walks into place, and he was just fucking around, but. There's a second where we think he fell, and Gavin's like, oh my god, or something like that, and I just go like this. I don't make a sound. I just go. Oh, he's fine. Okay, he's
He was
fine.
good.
But I just did nothing. And Bernie's comment was like, I like how you guys thought I fell and no one did anything or said anything. It was just like that moment where Jeremy said, where you just melt. And it wasn't even my fault. I was just like.
Well, also, we were given specific marks, and it's like, do I want to lose my mark now? I don't want to be out of focus when I come back.
Right, because you're always so concerned about that. That's why.
I rarely run off while we're. Like,
No, you don't run off. You're just like, what's up, what? And it's like, all right, guys, here's what you're doing. You're gonna be here, and Gavin's in the shot, and you're gonna do that, and Bernie's going over there, and da. Even the last one we shot, there was fucking explosions. And we're like, this is how it's gonna work. It's gonna blow up. There's gonna be an explosion. Blah 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 blah. The fucking guy from Laser Team worked on it, like the practical effects guys. And they're talking to me and Gavin like, this will happen, da-da-da-da-da. The guy walks away, and Gavin goes, wait, what just happened?
Daniel was saying
He's like,
something too.
I just spaced out. What happened? And I'm like,
Daniel,
really?
Daniel was explaining it, and I was like, I interrupted him because I realized I didn't pay attention to the beginning. And I was like, I'm sorry, I missed everything that you said so far. And he was like, and I was like, no, seriously, because I just landed from Tokyo.
I know that because I looked at Daniel and I was like, he's not kidding. He's not kidding.
Yeah, you had to like verify it because I'd slept for like 2 hours and I'd just been traveling like an entire day.
Yeah.
So I was jet lagged as hell, and I was really struggling to stay concentrated on anything.
Bernie was
You'll
that
probably
same
see
way on
some of
that
that.
shoot because he had just come back from Tokyo
Yeah.
as well, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Bam!
There's-
Right at the top of the
Look at your face, Gavin.
I've done it.
It's glancing off my eyeball into my glass.
Jack's face is just, God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Gavin.
That's that split second before my brain's like, what the fuck was that? It's like, and then it hits, and then it's immediate pissed off.
Oh, that face just says it
Good
all.
times,
I
man.
messed up.
Yeah.
I try to delete myself from any situation where there's confrontation. Like, as I got older, I got less
Weird
and
way to
less
phrase it.
Delete myself.
Yeah, like I got less and
Weird.
less confrontational as I got older.
I like that you being in the middle of an argument and you just vanish out.
Well, that's what I try to do.
And-
Like, there was one time where, like, Michael and Ryan were yelling at each other about something. Not even really.
It
but
happens.
Yeah, and
Hate the guy to death.
I, like, walked into the room, and the two of them were talking about it, like, going back and forth. I, like, sat down for a second and then just literally stood back up and walked out of the room. And, like, went and got lunch again or something. I was like, I just have no...
Got another cup of water, just like watched it overflow.
Yeah, I was like, I just don't want to be here. I leave from any situation like that.
I've done that only like twice in the history of this company, and it's been Ryan both times.
What,
like,
you pissed off Ryan?
No. Where like Ryan is just like not having it. One of the times was when he was like not taking a photo, like a store photo for some stupid thing that he said.
God.
It was like a dumb shirt that he said, and we made the shirt, and he's like, I'm not wearing it. I'm
Was
not
it
wearing
Salad
it.
Challenge?
Probably a
It might have been
challenge.
Salad Challenge or something. And Tom's like, you know, I got to take you in the photo, and Ryan's like, no,
I
I'm
think
not
it was-
doing it.
Wasn't that Haywood Dairies?
Dude, I don't know. He's done it a few times.
Haywood Airlines.
But
or
like,
something.
it became a running joke. But legitimately, Ryan's just sitting at his desk. He's like, and Tom's standing next to him. He's just like, yeah, I'm not taking the photo, so you can stand there all day. I'm not taking it. And then literally just goes back to work, and Tom is just like,
Trying to do his job.
Yeah.
just standing there, and I'm like, right, I'll be back in 10 minutes. And I just left. There was a part where I left. I ran into Jeff in the hallway, and I was like, yeah, I'm just not in there because of Ryan and Tom. It's just like super awkward. And Jeff's like, that's why I'm out here. And then we came to stage 5. We wandered around, and we went to the back, and Jeff's like, I'd never been around this part of the building before. Like, we just took a tour of the building just to wait for Tom to leave.
It'd be funny
and come back.
if you came back in and Ryan was exactly where he was, but there were just like a pair of legs sticking out from the bubble in the
Just
corner.
like smoke from his ankles popping up. Good God. Yeah, of all people, I wouldn't want to get on Ryan's bad side. I think Ryan's got that. I mean, he's not very quiet about it now, but he's got that anger that's just,
He's a
bubbling
psychopath.
beneath the surface.
I don't really have fear of Ryan.
No.
Yeah, I'm happy being on Ryan's bad side.
I'm more fine being on Ryan's bad side than seeing someone else be on his bad side and just sit there and endure it. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, Ryan wants to go at me, I'll throw it
Thankfully,
back.
I'm in a position where I don't need anything from Ryan, ever. I never need him to do something. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't care.
You're like his worst nemesis, I would say. You top the chart. I'm like, what'd you say, Ryan? That's like Gavin's go-to. We could have a button when you're not here.
Yeah, it's
like,
weird.
What's that?
There's like a web of the way Achievement Hunter works, where it's like I think I piss off Gavin like quietly the most. Like I'll poke at you in videos and stuff until you get.
I don't know.
God damn it!
You're the only one I snap
You're
at.
getting up there on Ryan too. Jack.
Yeah,
I
that's
think you're
true.
just getting better at pissing people
That's
off.
true.
Period.
Ryan goes for the long shut up. Like,
Yeah.
Ryan will go for a shut up!
Yeah, he does. Or I'll throw it at you.
Yeah.
He does that, and he does several other words in the same way as you.
Yeah.
Where like I'm like, what? And then one of us will always go, you, like right afterwards, because he does it in the same exact.
We were talking
tone.
today, I really want a shirt that this, like, we want you shirt.
Right, but with
Uncle
Ryan.
Sam.
Yeah, but it would just be Ryan's face and it would just say you.
You.
I would wear that shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
There's so many things that like just please me. They make me happy. Like the cool and call thing. I'll do that every
Dude.
single
Oh,
time.
man.
The audience fucking hates
The audience
it.
hates it.
I love it.
It's so funny.
I
You,
love
Ryan-
you
it
get
so
enjoyment
much.
from just like.
I just like I'll say it.
Jack
and just
like
giggle.
giggles
nibbling.
before he says it.
Yeah.
He'll be like,
Jack does like nibbling comedy where it's like, alright, that's annoying. That's annoying. And then it's like, it's funny. Alright, now it's not funny, it's just annoying. And now it's been going on so long, it's funny again.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Jack's
that shit
really,
worked.
Yeah.
he's beginning to master that in the Let's Watch as well. And my two best examples are the culling Let's Watch.
That's a
where
big one.
Ryan
God.
just drove Ryan off the fucking deep end. And then recently we just did a Let's Watch. We did 2 parts in Mighty Number 9. And
Oh,
Jeff,
yeah. Oh,
Jeff
God.
is so unbelievably bad at the video
Oh.
game. It's like someone that plays by moving an inch and then looking at the
Yeah.
controller and then
Like,
looking
which
at the
button is
screen and
A
looking
again?
down. And it's an Xbox controller too. So it's just fucking unbelievable how bad he was. And Jack was just getting under his skin.
Just poking the bear. Just
Well, you were
poke
doing that
the
in
bear.
the beginning of the Hitman Gary Busey contract.
Yeah.
I was explaining elusive targets. I was like, so for those of you who've never done elusive target, you'd be like, yeah, tell them what it is. And
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, I'm thinking, yep, that's fair information. They might not know. So what elusive target is this? He's like, because they might not know what you're talking about. And I was like, and then, that one kind of like makes me hesitate. And then I keep going. And then you say something else. I'm like, what is happening?
All he does is try to derail. It's
Yeah.
like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that that the audience just can't stand, but I think is
It's
so
fucking
hilarious.
great, dude.
I like
It's
it.
great.
I think it's
So yeah.
Ryan screaming at the end of the culling, like not even making words, and he does that pretty like often anyway. But he was like, "It looks like you, but stupid and fat and fatter and dumb, and you're dumb." And then it's just like pure,
And it's just like
3-year-old
success.
nonsense.
I
It's like he
did it.
reaches into his
Yeah.
bag of words. And it's like all playground.
Yeah,
shit.
he was like he went past all like the 3-syllable words. He shoved them out of the way,
Yeah.
and he was like,
Dumb
"You dumb, fat, ugly." Like, that's Ryan. when
What
he
I
gets
love
pissed
is
off.
when Gavin isn't there to call Ryan out on the things. Like, so I'll do it. Sometimes Jack will do it, and like every time Michael would be like, "All right, come on, let him have one." Or something. Like every time.
Every time I'll be like, Ryan will do a thing. Normally, as soon as he does it, you're there. You're like inside of him. You're like, "Gotcha, Ryan. Why'd you fuck up this word?" And then
Yeah.
you guys argue, whatever. When you're not there, it's like Ryan throws it out, and then everyone just waits. Like, anybody gonna do it?
Yeah, who caught it?
And then somebody will
Just cut
say
to my
it.
empty chair.
Somebody will say it, and I'll be like, "Guys, Gavin's not even here. Give him a break."
There was one. I think it's in 7 Days to Die Part 2. Cause like often, like if he fucks something up, I'll stop for a moment and be like, "Do I call him out on it?" Like Gavin will just do it
Every
I'll stop.
single
And I'll be like,
time.
"Do I
You
You
call
think
him
it's
out on
every
this?
single
I
time. I'm
might."
definitely the most frequent, but some of them I let go. Some of them
Yeah.
he knows, and like that's enough.
Yeah.
Like he'll be like,
Right,
And I'd
yeah.
be like,
If he
he's aware
calls
of
it out,
that. He
He's
didn't try and
aware.
get away with it.
There's a great moment. I think it's in 7 Days to Die Part 2. That like just came out recently, where Ryan's like, talking to Michael about something, and he's like, I don't know what you're saying. Like, how are you spelling that? Or something like that. And Michael's like, I don't know, dude. And like, there's like a couple second pause, and then I just go, yeah, but how are you spelling it? You just hear Michael go, come on, man. Like we both let it go for a second.
The only other thing too is like I won't be like, Ryan, you fucked up the word. Da da da. I'll be like, well, I'm spelling it any way possible. And I'll just accept it and try and move past it. It's great.
I would say you annoy me, or you try and annoy me more than I used to annoy you.
Yeah.
Like early Minecraft days, where I was like,
God, you
I
would
was,
piss
I was
me
going
off.
in like full Jeb piece into
yeah.
every video.
You are a
which
Jebby
works
Jeb
for a
piece.
time.
It
You
does.
gotta like back off that
Yeah,
eventually though, otherwise people want to slit your throat.
Jack just even gave up recently, where you said like, God, that thing is so tall, and Jack was like, tool or tall? Like he just like didn't even care anymore. Like, he just, like, it
I
was
was trying to
like
mix it up a little bit, change it up just a little
It
bit.
was a
like
combination
52.
of me being like extra Jebby, and you were also, well, just miserable at the time. The combination.
Yeah. There was it
Those
last
were dark
week?
days.
Yeah, like last week I think I was actually pretty sick, and so there were a couple of days where it was like I had zero energy. No, that was this week actually.
Yeah, but then we played Worms.
Yeah, we
and
played
it was-
Worms.
And it was good.
Jack's general sick reaction is, and Gavin does this shit all the time. Like you said, you're fucking traveling or whatever, and you're always like, what's happening? What? And it's like, God damn it, Gavin. Jack, his best reaction is either when he like doesn't feel well or he's not up to speed on what people are talking about or whatever. Somebody will come in and like, all right, so we're doing this thing, blah, 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 blah. You're doing this, that, and blah, blah, blah. Is that cool? And Jack will just go, what? I fucking love that. Or it'll be that, or it'll go, okay. It's like, I have no idea what you're
And
talking
sometimes
about.
he'll just be like sat there playing video games, and he'll, without even looking at anyone, just be like, am I in this?
There are sometimes where I'll be like, Jack? Like I see him over the monitor.
Well, because you have those days. I mean, like we're on so much during the day. Like, I mean, today is going to be like a 5-hour on-camera day when it comes down to it across everything we're doing today.
Dude, I was here early, I'm staying late.
Yeah, and it's just like,
sucks.
and I mean, like it takes a lot out of you. And so if you have days where you're running at like 60%, it's just like, oh, it's so draining, And so
Well, I just like to make sure, because like I was tired as knobs that day we did immersion, but I don't think you'll see any of that on screen. Like as long as like action and the camera's
Yeah.
going, you can like
It was pretty
you can
good.
go. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
The hardest part about, honestly, live action filming, like, we kind of don't have that problem with games because they're in front of us and we get to interact with them, like, as we're doing it. But especially with live action, and I've said this before, but, like, immersion, we don't script anything. Especially, like, you and I. Like, we don't have a script, we don't have lines, we don't have anything.
Yeah.
Like, they set everything up as much as humanly possible. They just put us in the room and say, go do whatever.
Yeah.
And obviously, we need to do second, third takes, like, we didn't get the shot or this and that.
Well, a lot of the time it's that the camera can't keep up.
Right,
We do
because we're
unpredictable
spastic
things.
and we run all over
Yeah.
the place. And
So
we
maybe like one camera will get something, but they want to pick up. It's like,
Right.
can you do that again?
Rarely do we make stuff up, but a lot of times we'll have to like reshoot something that we did and just get a close-up on it or do it in slow-mo or something like that. And the hardest thing in the world is to be in a shot, and then they're like, all right, we're going to change the cameras, we're going to change the angle, whatever. Then just wait for 90 minutes doing nothing, and it's like, all right, now get back into it and be exactly like you were. And you're
Same
like,
energy.
What?
Yeah.
What's happening? It's like, let me just break a few things and get back into it.
I don't
Okay.
ever want to be like tired and lazy on camera.
No,
Yeah.
that's the worst.
Like, I can absolutely be like between takes, just be like, oh, I wish I was
You
asleep."
kind of have to.
But on camera, it's like it's clearly like the best job I could ever have. I don't want to be like,
It's like
I don't wanna
we will
do it.
literally. I just started doing it. We will do this, right? Like we're tired, we're sitting there, especially if it was with Laser Team or with Immersion, with $1 Million But whatever. It's like, all right, we ready in 5 minutes or something, and we'll just be sitting there, and you'll play a song or something, and we'll just be like, for like 5 minutes before we start filming, it's like, You had music blasting out of your phone in between takes
You'll
of the
play,
last
like, Buttery
immersion
Biscuit
of the
Bass.
last
Yeah.
immersion we just filmed, and we're like.
What
we're
song
in,
was I playing?
Well, I don't want to say because it kind of references the immersion.
oh.
But it
I
was
don't-
it was themed to the
Okay.
immersion. But we were just like, you literally took your phone out, put it on speaker, and set it like on
I
a
just
bucket,
remember what it was, yeah,
on a
yeah.
bucket, like in the middle of the room, and just played it. And the whole crew, they're like changing lights, doing everything, and we're just in our full immersion gears, going like, just like around the room.
Yeah.
But that shit helps.
So many gifs just came out of that. There were so many amazing clips.
It was all about the ending. Dude, I will say this too for like Jeremy, Jack, and myself. You've kind of avoided a little bit because you put the fluff in. Like, going back to you saying it's coming down before, like, we all have fucking rain hair. Like, I just glanced into the camera and, like, my hair got all wet and then dried out today. It's been nuts.
There's goop in this building.
Oh, yeah? You got second
Usually I
goops?
goop at your desk.
Right.
You're the goop
I'm
holder.
holding the
Wait,
goop
is that
at
the
this
one I've been
point.
spitting in? The one in this building?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
But
Good.
Michael is the goop minder.
As of now,
Yeah,
yes.
because that
Taking
way,
off your shoe,
I'm
Jeremy?
tying my shoe.
because that way there's
How did
no
your shoe
Jeff doesn't
I don't
fire.
know. That just felt loose.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it helps that Jeff is not in the office at all anymore, but I'm pretty sure that goop has been fart-free, the one in my desk. I mean, I haven't seen him
feels
fuck with it
fart-free.
or anything.
But now they've discovered there's goop here too, so you get rained on, dry it off.
What's the Goop's email address? Can we?
Goop at
What is the goop? What is it? I can't remember. It's English.
VO5 fiber putty of
It's
some
English goop.
sort. Yeah.
I had to order it.
Because I ran out. Because
You just ran out.
I ran out.
You
yeah.
ran out. But
I ran out from you.
I had used some of your goops.
Where did
Jack,
it all
you goop
go?
your hair?
I don't know.
I don't.
I only
when-
do it when it's super short.
Mine is
yeah.
way too long for gooping.
When I do
Same.
events, like when I do RTX or I'll do Let's Play Live, I'll put something in my hair because otherwise you can see it'll do this or like it'll fall down like that. And I'm like, hey guys,
Really?
and so
You're back to taking roller coaster.
so
photos.
I'm gonna get my hair cut this afternoon before I go to. What the fuck was that?
That was me doing a Jack
I
roller
didn't make
coaster
those napkins
photo.
in there.
I was holding the MIB
Oh, is that what that
guns.
was? Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking. I looked over.
I was like in my beer and I just glanced at the screen and I saw that.
Dude, Gavin, I'm not gonna lie. Beer almost came out of my nose earlier this thing.
Oh, really?
Oh, what happened the other day? Or when did beer come out?
It was.
It was during
today's Minecraft.
The
Oh,
Minecraft
yeah.
that's coming out today.
Oh my god. Yeah.
What
this is a good
I
one.
forget what was
So
the
you guys can
cause
watch
of
it right now. But what did it is because I was out of the round that we were playing,
Fucking Ryan.
and Ryan was going like, "Oh." Like
No, he started with his
he's like, hey,
auctioneer
come here, little boy.
voice.
You know, like doing that thing. And
So bizarre.
so I was just sitting at my desk, like out, like listening to Ryan and everybody. And I was like, all right, so I don't need to say anything right now. And had a Diet Coke, and I took a huge sip of Diet Coke. And literally, as I took a sip, Ryan was like, Gavin Bray, like something like that.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah,
I
right.
lost it.
All I heard from over there was like,
Like,
muffled, like, and I didn't look.
And then
And then
It
you
was
and then you
everywhere.
stood up, and I saw your eyes. You were just like,
I took a huge sip of Diet Coke and I was halfway through swallowing it. And then I started laughing, so it carbonated everything in my mouth, like shook it all up. And the entire swig came out of my nose. I was literally sitting in my desk chair like this, and Diet Coke was just pouring out of my, like I was doing this.
I'm so
Like it's Diet Coke.
You showed me the tissue afterwards. It was like a soggy, damp.
Gavin
Yeah,
was so excited that for no reason would we be filming face cam, and we weren't
Yeah,
filming
yeah.
face cam. He was like, "What's your face cam on?" Like he just
But
yelled it.
The reason I ask is because sometimes you can put webcam in Elgato and then like wind it back if it's
true,
I
but
thought
it's like-
by sheer fluke that might have
It's
happened.
just funny that's like
no.
not standard for anything we
Yeah.
do. You were just grasping at
Yeah, I was
straws
like,
for some reason.
I was like,
you
somehow that got filmed.
I
You
just
tell me.
lost it, and it was,
It
like,
was-
so painful, like to have all that carbonated, like.
Well, we talked about doing a like a 24-hour Twitch stream from our office where we just have like a webcam in the corner of our office that's just always on, and so people can just watch it like the Achievement Hunter like office
Yeah.
and just
Reality
like,
show.
the fish tank that is our office. And we can go over and like type in chat every now and then if we want to. But
I think we should do that, but for individually from our own heads, like a camera on our head, POV.
Like
for a day.
GoPros?
Yeah. Can you live stream a GoPro?
I bet you can.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, you can.
I mean, you
it's
still get a
wire-
sense
it's
of
Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
you have a battery.
You have to look up when you pee though, otherwise they'll see your knob.
Or you look down. Just embrace it.
Oh, yeah. Get real close.
there
Not
it
out.
is. Yeah.
Maybe if you look directly at it, they won't be able to see it.
Because it'd be too big and out of focus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
A
exactly
lot of
what I was gonna
giggles.
say.
Yeah.
They know.
A lot of people don't believe you.
Because their pics are small. It's funny.
Harambe.
No!
That's a gorilla, right?
That's the gorilla.
That's the gorilla that, for some reason, months later, Ryan just started talking about.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
no, it's
Ryan
becoming-
mentions it like in every video.
It's
as
an
a
internet meme where it's
I
like
know that, but why the fuck is Ryan talking about
I don't know,
it?
Ryan's
Ryan
not
the
really-
fucking meme guy.
He's
Like,
not a meme guy.
I don't get that. Why is that a meme now?
Why is that?
Because
I
people
stepped
are-
on a bug outside. I'm not gonna make a meme
people
out of it.
are
'cause it's dead.
assholes. That's why. It's like, hey, something happened? Meme. You know what I am fine with? All the Michael Phelps memes. I'm fine with that.
Oh, Angry Michael Phelps is
him-
awesome.
How many gold medals now? Like 20?
Like a
22.
billion?
Like 20, 22 or 23.
Pretty sure all of them.
23.
23.
That's
enough to kill someone with.
Dude, like
think
probably
one
like
is enough to
one or
kill.
two.
You think he could take all of them and melt them down and make like one giant medal? Like,
Oh my
like
God.
a plate on his
It'd be
chest?
really
A statue of
crappy.
him.
Yeah.
No, he should make like a suit of armor out of it. Just, he can
Gold
walk around and wear
chainmail.
it. Yeah.
Or a gold swim hat.
And then he competes at the Olympics in 4 years. He immediately jumps in and drowns.
Yeah, he's just like his feet.
Have you seen him when like they have the camera underwater and he flexes and it's like he has wings on his back, like this muscle back here.
So he's
it's like,
cheating.
it's like it's
Half stingray.
it's so crazy, man.
got Steve Irwin.
He has muscles that I know existed.
Has anyone ever heard Stingray and not immediately thought of Steve Owens?
Not since.
No, not even the stingrays. They're like, I'm gonna turn Steve Irwin into a Steve Irwin lose. I got nothing.
Jeremy.
Sorry, buddy.
Jeremy, we all know you're better than that. All of us.
Like maybe that would have sufficed for a website URL.
Maybe.
Wow.
I would think about it.
it.
Something throwaway, like I'll
Good.
blast
A
that
nice
into the,
www out
into the
there.
abyss. But that really wasn't like a showstopper.
No, let's stop the show.
Yeah, it was.
It's more
But for the wrong
disgusting.
reasons.
Holy crap.
You gotta read it?
What time is it?
I don't know. What are you
know.
checking that on there, Michael?
I'm checking. It's currently 104.
According to my watch, I've got about 104 and about 28, 9, 20, 30 seconds.
Darn,
now.
Jack, that's pretty dang accurate.
Yeah.
Are you also wearing a movement watch?
I
you watch
also
your
have
language,
movement
please?
watch on.
Sorry, pal.
Schmuck.
Finally, summer is here, and you know I'm on the lookout for some hot new gear. And it's right here. Well, Movement Watches is hooking me up, taking care of all my new summer style needs. Movement has new bands and new watches to totally get you ready. Starting at just 95 bucks, it's that summer style that won't leave your wallet hanging. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you have to check out their awesome content on Instagram. With their classy design meets styled minimalism, Movement watches are perfect for suiting up or going casual. Movement watches have tons of interchangeable band and color schemes that'll match your summer look perfectly. These watches look like they should be $400 to $500, but Movement keeps them at a perfect price point, starting at just $95. If you're as impressed as I am with this watch, then join the Movement today. So where are you taking your Movement watch this summer? Go to mvmtwatches.com/off-topic and they'll give you 15% off your entire purchase. That's mvmtwatches.com/off-topic. I hope I take my watch to an Achievement Hunter themed getaway at Six Flags.
That'd be
this
cool.
Summer. That'd be nice.
Do we want to go to San Antonio or do we want to go to Dallas? Because Dallas has a better theme park. Like the rides up there are better.
Is that true? I've
Yeah.
never been to Dallas. I've been to San Antonio.
Yeah,
but
San
nobody's
Antonio's
died
nice.
at San Antonio. So
I'm sure people have died. in
yeah,
San
they probably
Antonio.
have.
There's
Like,
also
old
there's
age or
a
something.
water park in
Probably.
San Antonio attached to the theme park, so you can do like a theme park for the first half of the day, water park second.
How
half.
far? I mean, the only other thing too is when Dallas is way further.
It's maybe about an hour and a half south for San Antonio, and maybe
Yeah.
about 3.5 hours for Dallas.
Yeah, it's about
So-
90 minutes.
I mean, you're from the New Jersey area where Action Park was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you're
Traction
totally familiar
Park.
with, like, death and everything. at
I mean, even
amusement
the
parks.
Six Flags Great Adventure. It's like they had the haunted house that burned down. Like a bunch of people died. It was like a haunted house, you know, kind of like mirrors, maze, something like that, and like something happened. That is like, it's the thing ever since I was like 10 years old. I always heard about it. Like it was
Yeah.
probably in the late 80s, early 90s, but yeah, you know, people die at amusement parks.
There you go.
Shit happens.
You know, Action Park's opening again. Is it already open again?
I have no idea.
It's kind of the guy who previously owned it. His son is now opening it again, and apparently it's gonna be safer.
Yeah,
Do you remember at the
yeah,
old one
well-
it had that water slide with a loop in it?
Yeah. I brought this up last time I was on, and the guy who actually worked there, he tweeted me afterwards, like, "Oh yeah, it's still open." And like, yeah, the loop was the one where people were breaking their necks on, or they were hurting necks on.
Yeah, and
so.
people were like smashing their noses on it because like you
Yeah.
had to go down the water slide and then go around. Like physics
So if
doesn't
you didn't have the
support
speed,
that.
you would just drop.
Because
Yeah.
what made a water slide was
Water, probably.
the water
Yeah.
underneath you. When you're upside down, there's not really water there. You know what I mean? Like when you go around, water
Yeah.
doesn't work that way. But like
I feel like there was a solution there. Maybe just
they're
pump water into it.
as far as I
It doesn't
know,
work that way.
when Action Park is supposed to have another water slide with a loop in it, like when it reopens and all that stuff.
this is when it has spikes in it.
But you ride
Yeah.
in a thing. Like they put
Like a
you
little
in like a
raft
little.
or what?
It's like it closes you in.
Oh, like a pod?
Yeah, like a pod, and
Oh.
you send that down. It
Did you
goes
hear-
like, straight down.
Be like an egg in a
Did
fallopian
you hear about the
tube.
kid who died in Kansas City at a Schlitterbahn?
Probably.
They had there's a 12-story tall water slide, and the kid somehow died. I don't know if he fell out or what, but yeah. Like it's called Varuk. It's literally translates to insane, and it's the world's tallest and fastest water
Is it
slide.
just one of those drop slides?
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
giant drop and then like a big hill to slow you down.
Yeah, if you don't like hug the wall, you fall away from it. It's just like falling to your death.
Yeah, exactly.
You
I
have
went
to
on one
hit
called
that nice-
Geronimo that was like that, and it was just literally you just would go over and then just go straight down. All that did was just shove your entire bathing suit up your ass. Like it's just like literally all it was for. You would get like you'd watch everybody get off the ride and go, oh.
I went
Pull it
to.
back
There
up.
you go. There's Varuk. That's the one the kid.
Damn,
damn,
dude!
man.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
See, that's
It's 12
there's
stories tall.
That's
curve
tall.
to it.
Yeah,
There is a curve,
That-
but
that
it is.
doesn't
He must
tall.
have just jumped away
That doesn't
from
look
it at the top.
fun to me.
Well, the crazy thing is, it's like it's covered too. Like they have a net over the majority of the thing. So I don't know. I mean, they've never said what happened to the kid, but pretty messed up.
Shit.
Like, yeah, those things don't seem that fun to me. Like just being on a burning plastic tube
Well,
with some water.
I went to New Jersey like last month, and my nephews they have like a membership for some kind of water park type thing. It's like a small thing like that where it's got some slides. There's like a wave pool, and there was a big, tube slide that I went in. They had some where you were sitting in rafts, and they had some where it was just you like sliding down,
Yeah.
not in anything. And I did the one that you weren't on anything. And God, like even sliding down, it's like there's water in it to keep you going, but there's not enough where all of it's wet, and like the thing kind of like twists and turns as you're going through it. And as an adult, like I'm going so fast, where I'm like, ow, fuck, ow, ow. Like as you hit the turns, it's like your arm touches and it like burns, like
Yeah.
like on the, you know what I mean, like on the rough plastic, and like all of it's fucking hot. That the water is like, just trenched through the bottom, but your arms are touching like all over the sides and shit. And it was literally just like halfway through the thing, I'm trying to anticipate the turns because it's like I hit the turn, I'm like, ow, fuck, ow, ow, and I'm just getting a bunch of like almost like rug burns,
Yeah.
like someone's grabbing your
Sucks.
arm going like that as you're going down, and I get to the bottom, I'm just like, that's not fun in any way. Like,
I don't get
That was
those.
awful.
I don't get flumes. Like flumes are like you go down a drop, then you get wet with shitty water, and then that's the end of the ride. And like literally that's
the
what a flume is.
the Jurassic Park one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
At Universal.
It's a
And
good
then-
word, though.
Because
The
it's
other
like
thing about
part
the
of
flume-
the
I like the word
movie.
flume.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the other thing about flumes is like you don't even like you
what
could
they're
be
called, man.
you could be on the ride falling down, getting drenched with shitty water, but also some people not expecting it on the just
bridge
ground,
or whatever it
get,
is usually.
get shit on with this water like
Yeah.
all the time. It can't be like again, New Hampshire had
What
one called the
happened to you in
Boston.
a flume?
They had no, Canby Lake has
walking
one
across,
called
and he's like, no!
again. Canby Lake had a ride called the Boston Tea Party, which is like
Yeah, I
a
bet they
giant ass,
did.
a giant ass flume, and like sure enough, you go down it and you get soaked, and people on the land with their ice cream cones and their little kids get run away from the water, and like it was just so annoying. Like, there's no reason
Very
to go on a
clearly,
flume.
it's the same spot.
Anybody
over
who goes on a flume says, "Let's do that last," because then we're gonna be soaked and pissed for the rest of the day.
Well, I mean, the thing is, you go on a really hot day, too, though, because you're like, oh, that was refreshing, and then you're dry in 20
Or
minutes.
you get really soaked and then you say, let's go on the Turkish twist to dry off because it's like a tumbler dryer. But except now you weigh like 20 pounds more from the water. So the gravity is pulling your wet clothes away from you and you get like crushed by your own fucking t-shirt. I hate
Man,
flumes.
Jeremy, not happy about these flumes.
You ever done Splash Mountain or
I've
like
done Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain at least has like a story.
Yeah,
Dude,
or-
get
Oh,
this
and
shit.
And then you
That's
get
good
soaked
if
with
the-
shitty
If the
water.
flume has a plot. to
This
it, it's
this
fine.
shit's annoying. It's not a flume, but again, at Six Flags, it was the tube ride. It was like Congo River Rapids.
Okay.
And it's just like a big circular tube, and you ride in it with
Oh,
like
yeah.
eight
Those
eight
giant
people.
ones, yeah.
where you have to ride in with other people. So there's like 8 or 10 passengers. And you bounce around in the water, and you get a little wet. There's some like little waterfalls you go through. It's kind of similar to the log flume, where you get kind of wet, but you're not completely drenched. But at least at Great Adventure, along the path for this whole thing, if you're just in the park and you're not on the ride, they have water guns where you can pay like a quarter or 50 cents to just shoot the person on the ride.
Yeah.
And it's just like, hey, fuck you! And there's just some guy up there like, oh, eat shit, and he's just hitting you with water. It's the
paid 50 cents for this.
It's the perfect place for New Jersey too. Just
Yeah.
like, haha, fuck you, douchebag, and then you just leave and go to the park. Like, oh, I just got that guy wet who didn't want to get wet.
Do you just hope that you never run into them?
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's like the
you
perfect
change
ride.
your shirt and like swap.
Because
Put a
going with
hat
Jeremy's
on,
saying, it's like the perfect ride where like I'll get a little wet, but I don't want to get drenched. I just want to like cool off. It's a hot day, and then you hit someone that's like, oh yeah, and they just have a stack of quarters sitting there, and they're just blasting like every person that walks by, and that's why they went to Six
Dude,
Flags that
speaking
day.
of shitty water rides, so Disney World, right? The Animal
Don't
Kingdom.
get him started.
Fucking hates
The
theme
Animal
parks.
Too
Kingdom
late.
has one of those things where you're in the giant
Yeah,
circle,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it like
The
goes
Cali
down the
River
river.
Rapids, I think it's
And like
called.
that's one of those things where you're like, well, I could go in here, I might get really wet because it's just Russian roulette when you go down the actual like drop
Yeah,
parts,
and
'cause
like
it
where you're
spins.
spinning and stuff.
Because if you're
yeah.
like at the
Extreme,
bottom when
like,
it hits,
compared to
you're
Russian
fucked.
roulette.
Yeah, getting
Like you
wet.
literally just see a wave envelop someone if they're at the bottom. Like, but if you're at the top, you're like dry as ever. That ride though, along the way, has jets of water that come out at random intervals, and like so sometimes we go in and it'll spray you and stuff like that. Worst case scenario, like spun in, like wasn't paying attention, spun around as one turned on, and it literally just went. And like I got shot in the face with a water jet on the thing, then went down the thing and got soaked. Worst day ever. I was like, I
just
hate
preparing you
Disney.
for the
I
future.
hate Flumes.
Hey, Disney.
Now we really need to go just to see
know.
Jeremy get riled up.
Dude, they're opening up Avatar Land next year at
Avatar
Animal.
Land?
Yeah, yeah, they're
Yeah.
doing like floating islands and stuff at
You're the
Animal
Fire
Kingdom.
Nation, throw you in another.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no, wait, are you talking about
Other,
Avatar?
probably
Like-
other Avatar. I'm gonna guess, just going out on a limb, James Cameron Avatar. That's what he's referring to.
Got it.
That would be way cooler.
Fire Nation.
And fucking,
Got it.
fucking Dante Bosco's just standing there,
Yeah.
like screaming at the top, and he's like, "I am the prince."
Figured it out.
Oh
Figured
my
it out.
God.
Avatar Land, big tree. Got
Here's
it.
the thing, I'm with you. Like,
tree one.
like it's bullshit because Avatar was out before Avatar,
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
and then James Cameron Avatar came out, but that's like way more general public.
When
so
people say Avatar, that's
what
the
they
first
think
thing.
now. So
The
that
mainstream
that movie
Avatar.
ruined it. So now you have to say Last Airbender. Before that, I just said Avatar.
I
But
just
now
know
you say
it-
Avatar, and everybody
I
thinks
just noticed that
blue
game
assholes.
that you get 100% in.
It's a game you can
Yeah, yeah.
perfect
Yeah.
in like a minute.
We have a couple friends, our buddies Eric and Aaron, who actually wrote a movie, and they were in process of making a
Did
movie.
they write Avatar?
No, but they were
okay.
making a movie. It was a
Wasn't great.
horror movie that took place in a nursing home. So it was like a lot of old people and stuff, and like they like bad shit would happen, and they're like, oh, there's crazy old people. Had a perfect name for the movie, and then they had to scrap it because something else came out. The name of the movie, these old people in a nursing home, Twilight.
Oh.
Yeah, and they were like,
What came out?
yeah, then something else happened, some worldwide phenomenon. So they ended up having to change the name. I don't know what happened with that movie.
So, they're opening Avatar World.
Yes,
What kind of rides
I don't know.
are they having? Fucking
You get in a
blue
giant
Pocahontas.
you get in a giant mech, and you have a comically large
Yeah.
knife to go with the
That's
mech.
like holstered
Yeah.
where it would be on your
yeah.
body.
Ha! I'm in a giant robot suit. I'll use my knife.
Let's not build it into the back of the mech.
Yeah.
Let's have it on a like
Welcome
a
to
belt.
Avatar
yeah,
World,
holster.
where you can hair fuck birds.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He's right. He's seen the movie. Do you think you could tame the biggest bird of them all, though?
Yeah.
The ancient bird? No one's fucked him for years.
Yeah.
He is legend.
That's really what it is.
Oh!
Yeah.
God, they're fuck birds.
And horses and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
my
whatever,
God.
you
And
just, like,
trees.
Whatever you can get your
apparently, and-
ponytail in.
Whatever you can shove it into. Hey, can I go in this? Can I go in this? Where can I plug in?
Yeah.
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium's the laziest
I was jealous
thing.
because you found that mineral that I'm looking for in No Man's Sky. And you
Like
found a-
chrysanite or something.
yeah, I keep needing it for upgrades, so I keep buying it from the terminals. And then I've never seen it on a planet though. And you have a planet where it's just riddled with this stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of cool like that game sucks, but we keep
I don't think it sucks anymore. I found
it
the game
sucks.
in there.
It does. Like, it's really repetitive and stuff. But I keep hearing from you like things that I've never run into, and then there's stuff that I've seen that you've never run into
Yeah.
and shit like that, which is cool.
It's cool. It's cool to be talking to someone about the same game and they're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But what
Yeah.
about this? And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What?
So have two people found each other yet? Like I know there've been
You
multiple.
can't
Sort
do
of.
it. You can't
So
see
because
each
they
other.
alluded like, oh, this could happen, and then people tried it, and it's like it just doesn't.
You
work.
can't see each other.
You can be
Yeah.
on the planet that someone found, and
Yeah.
you can see their stuff.
Apparently
like the
that's
stuff
happened.
they named, I guess.
Yeah.
And you can't see you can't see.
Like
the
I
player
went to a
model.
system and it was like, this system's been discovered by so and so. They named it like the hero system or something. I
But
was like,
like,
oh, that's kind of cool.
So like the planet, if I landed on a planet that you had been on, I have the exact same planet, or is it just
no, like if I dug up something, you're gonna go there and see the thing I dug up. Like,
Okay,
it's
so-
not like it's gone now because I
So it's a
took
fresh world. It's just stuff is named. That's all that saves.
it. Yeah. You go there and stuff's been discovered.
That's lame.
That's the only multiplayer aspect of it.
The Jurassic Park thing someone put out.
Oh
where
my
it's-
god, that's great.
It's the E3 trailer for No Man's
It's
Sky.
from 2014.
We should play it. We should.
Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah, it's the E3 trailer for No Man's Sky where it's all like, like crazy dinosaur-looking things and real beautiful and like real pristine and nice, and then hard cut to the actual
Like
gameplay.
the walking abomination.
Yeah, it's like a little thing running around.
All the
seen-
animals are like animals combined with legs of other animals combined with fruits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think like twice I've seen an animal. I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
wow, look at that. But like the other 60 times I've seen animals, I'm like, that's just a freak.
It's an animal that would make a sound like,
yeah, it's just like, "Ah!"
kill me.
Yeah,
I was looking at a bunch of little like mole creatures walking around, and I was just staring at them, and I think I was like half replying to an email, and then all of a sudden this giant crab thing with squid legs like floated over me, and I just saw its legs come over my head. I was like, oh! It was like 3 stories tall. It was
Yeah.
nuts, and I just didn't see it coming. It scared the
And
crap out of me.
like they can randomize in really weird ways. Like someone posted a video of like a T-Rex thing, like the size of one, but it had like little fucking butterfly wings, and it was just like puttering along like right over the ground. Like, man, sure, why not?
I like the game. It's nice to just mindlessly play it.
I mean, that's
It is
what
a good like relaxing game.
good
I mean, that's
like-
all it is.
Listening to a podcast or an audiobook and playing it. It's good.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not really much sort of. Oh, what was that? What? There's nothing like
Just
that.
like I'm gonna do the same thing here, and then fly to another planet and be like, oh, this planet
You-
looks
And the
You
other
can-
day, I learned the Gek word for Gek, so that's important.
nailed it.
You can play the game for like an hour or two and really know whether you're gonna like the game or not.
Yeah.
It's not my
I
game.
didn't enjoy it until I had the Atlas Pass.
It's not my game.
So what does the Atlas Pass get you that?
It means that every space station you can go to, you can just buy an upgrade slot. You can buy a new slot for your inventory,
Wow.
and then it becomes fun because you can actually start like hoarding,
Carrying
like,
shit and,
bringing
like-
more stuff back, and
Yeah.
Because at the beginning, you've got all these technology slots, but they take up an inventory slot, so it's like I can barely carry anything. It sucks.
And like all I do in the game is go from like to different relics and stuff, and I'm trying to learn like the whole language. So when I talk to aliens, it'll just all be there, like I can just understand it.
Is that even
but
possible, though?
I don't know because I keep like learning a word. It's like you learn the word circumference. It's like I'm never gonna fucking use that in a sentence. Like that will never come up. Damn it!
I need to learn high.
I know how.
Oh, okay.
I don't know yes or no,
Yeah.
but I know circumference.
Right, like literally the happiest day of my life would be like you learn the Gek word for the. I'd be like yes, like, that's gonna come up all the time. Like but no, like, you learn the Gek word for.
You really need
apples.
like bad and good would be really helpful.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Angry
Or
and
like
happy.
this sucks.
Because like there's certain puzzles that like they'll have a sentence in whatever the language the alien speaks, and then there will be like 3 options. Like,
Yeah.
do you do this or that and that? And, like as you figure out the language, you can like pick out choice words and be like, oh, this is what they want me
Yeah,
to
I think
do.
I had the option to like hack the system or abandon or like vent the system or something. And the only word I understood was gas. I was like, well, I'm gonna vent it. Hey, did it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Like
Like,
little,
you
little
can
helpful bits like that.
figure it out and stuff like that, which is kind of cool. And there's like 3 different languages, I think.
So there is a plot to the game.
4.
I mean, is there? I don't know.
Sort of.
Well, I mean,
Guess
like,
get to
no,
the middle
not
of the
really.
unit.
Yeah,
the
why
galaxy.
though?
It's very much a game where you just do things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Going through black holes is kind of fun.
Never done it.
You just drive straight in and you end up like a million light years from where you were somewhere else.
It's pretty
Can
cool.
you get back? Like, if you go through the black hole again, you
I
show
have
up on
not
the other
found a way
side.
to get back.
Oh, really?
But that's one of the shitty parts about the game is like I went to a system, found something awesome there, like a planet that I got like a ton of money from, and then I go to the next system, and then like if I wanted to go back, it's a bitch to find. Like you can't. There's no way to just
The
be
planet?
like. This is the system. Like if you warp to another one, it's like
You
all right,
can't go
which one
back
of those-
along your waypoint?
It's like which one of these stars is the one that I was just.
Well, can't
at?
you name everything? So
Yeah, but still, like the only way to go from system to
I've
system.
never actually tried to go back to anywhere.
Exactly.
like
The
that.
only way to go from system to system is like to highlight the star. Like you just see all the stars, and you like highlight one. It's like this is the star. Like that is this many planets. It's like once you warp somewhere, you have no way of fucking knowing which one you came. from.
Can't you just go back to your list of discoveries and see the planet and then see the system from there?
Yeah, I mean you can see the name of the system, but how do you know which star is that
Oh, yeah.
that system? It's just like, well, that's gone forever. Fuck it. No one else is gonna find it. Neither am I.
And once you throw a black hole, you'll never find
So
it.
that's like the complete opposite of what I want in a game. Like I
Yeah.
want to do everything.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? I don't want
Completionist.
limitless options. I want limits.
There's a
Yeah.
limit. There's only like 9 quintillion planets.
Yeah.
It was great, like even explaining it to Jeff because he hasn't been around and he really didn't know anything about the game. And
Jeff
Jeremy,
hasn't even played Worms.
Jeremy was playing it the other day. Gavin was watching him, and Jeff's just like, "Oh, so how's the game? Whatever." And It's like Gavin's like awesome. Jeremy goes, that's pretty good. I'm like, not great. That's like the three reactions.
It's had the whole scale there.
And Jeremy's just like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You do this and this and blah 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 blah. You basically like collect minerals and use that to like upgrade your ship or upgrade, you know, your other stuff and blah 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 blah. And I think it was right as he was landing, and Jeff's like, oh, watch out, you're gonna crash. And Jeremy goes, oh well, you can't crash in this game. You can't crash into a planet. Like if you get down that low, it automatically just lands. And I'm in agreement with Jeff. He's like, well, that's kind of lame. And I'm like, I know, right? It's like, that should be part of the game, right? If you don't push the button, it's like, give me something to like land my ship. And it's just like, no, you just land and then you look around. And Gavin goes, yeah, but after 10 hours in though, it's really good. The game's way better than, I like it way more than when I started, because you have missions and you have like objectives to do and you have like a reason. And I'm like, right. And what do you get for doing all those missions and objectives and like farming and mining? And he's like, well, you can mine faster.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm like, well, there's nothing.
You
though.
can mine
It's
all
just-
this stuff, and I was,
it's a
like,
circle.
What can you get? I was like, well, you got.
So if you like that stuff, I mean,
Yeah.
it's your kind of game. If you don't like it, bail.
It's true.
I mean,
Like,
it's right down the middle.
you
People
drive
love
your
it or
ship and
just
get a
not
bunch of stuff
interested.
to get a better ship, and then like you
I mean,
hold
really,
up
I
your
think it's
inventory
about
to get more stuff in your
It's
inventory.
about making your ship sweet, or maybe like finding a crashed ship that's even better.
I
and
mean,
taking
it's
it.
just like chilling and looking around the game.
We play
That's
totally
it.
differently though. Like, you'll hang around a system and just rinse the thing. You'll rinse the planet and sell all the stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been to like 30 different systems.
No, I've been to,
but
like,
I have no
7.
money. I've got like $300,000, and you've got like.
You're
4.9.
like a nomad. You're
I'm
just
like, yeah.
more about the trip. You know, Jeremy, he's trying to make some money.
The game is very sort of hermit crabby, where you can't have multiple of anything. You have one ship. If you want the ship, you ditch the other one. It's gone.
Yeah,
forever.
if you want this tool, you ditch it.
Ditch
You
the
don't
other
even
one,
sell
yeah.
it. You
And,
just
and all the
ditch
stuff you've
other one.
applied to it, it's gone. You got to build it again.
Yep.
I like
That's true.
it. It's like, yeah, I like it. I've discovered I like it.
It's a fun kind of like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to waste these next
It's just
couple
like
hours.
I've never been into games like Animal Crossing, games like Viva Pinata,
Yeah.
where it's like
Kinda build a
item
world.
management is the game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right.
Minecraft.
This is that. No, but Minecraft you build stuff at least.
But,
you
like,
build
this-
houses. You can create
I will say
things.
about
You can't
this,
make anything in
it's
this
a
game.
little easier. Like Viva Pinata, I couldn't get into because it got too fucking complicated.
complicated.
It was like, all right, I
That's
need to
what
have
Jeff
these
was
guys
saying.
so they can
He had
eat
like
these guys and-
spreadsheets and books and
I
notebooks
can't do
and
that.
like all kinds
I'm
of shit.
Totally done with it.
Well,
My
so-
cat did all that.
They're saying in the new update for it, they're gonna have like house building and like new ships, like imperial.
I mean, that
ships
could be
or
a total
something.
game changer. You know, I thought
Yeah.
Destiny was okay all the way up until Taken King came out, and I'm like, this game's amazing. I mean,
Dude,
it completely changed the
game
game.
changer for
You know what I
No
mean?
Man's Sky would
It
be
could
bounties.
totally
Yeah.
happen, and
Yeah.
then I might be into it. But right now, it's like doesn't interest me at all. I'm more excited about Resident Evil 4 coming out, so I can buy for the 7th time at the end of this month.
They had a Destiny streamlet yesterday where they were talking about all the new stuff coming out with Rise of Iron, and it looks so good. This,
Yeah.
is, this is the first expansion that's going to be next or current gen consoles only.
New raid coming
So
out.
new raid, new
Oh,
like
really?
Oh, so they're
yeah,
stopping on the.
yeah. It's not 360 and PS3 are no longer supported, or at least they can do everything.
So they
up
did
to
every
that.
DLC except for the last one.
Well, no, they're going to keep adding more DLC after this. Rise of Iron, I don't think is the last.
Oh,
one.
I thought Destiny 2 was the one after
I think they
that.
pushed it actually.
Oh.
I think because of the success of the DLCs, they're just gonna like push it off for another year or so. So I think we'll get Rise of Iron now, and then Destiny 2 will probably come next fall.
I saw
So
on,
they'll probably
on,
have at least one or two more.
on Twitter that Deej, the Bungie community guy, he
Yeah.
like goes around just giving people strange coins.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
that's
I love a strange coin.
like an actual like physical coin.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
not
awesome.
in the game. Like that.
There you go. Like I've got
I
400 of these.
hate Destiny because it's like because the thing with Destiny is
Jeremy's just full
I
of salt
play
today.
it. No, like this is the,
Flumes.
And I don't know if there's any other game
If
that
they
does
add
this. To me.
Flumes to Destiny?
Yeah.
That'd be so much fun.
I don't think there's any other game that does this to me where I play the game and after a week or two, I'm like, why am I fucking playing this game? Like I hate this. Like
Why'd you hate it?
because it's like there's a bunch of grinding and I don't really like how the multiplayer works in Destiny. Like it's one of those games where I feel like there's too many things that kill you in one shot and stuff like that, which I hate. And I'm just like, I'm done with this game. I don't like that. I don't like how the reward system works in multiplayer where it's just random. Like I hate that and shit. And so I'm like, fuck this. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And then like a month later, I'll be like, let me pick up Destiny real quick and I'll do like a bounty or something.
Here's
And I'm
the
hooked
problem
again
with
for, like,
Destiny.
Another week.
I like it.
And I'll
That's
say Taken King changed a lot of that, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
drops became so much more stable and, like, not so friggin' random,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you generally got better equipment if
Started
you,
with
if
a
you,
sweet cutscene.
if
too.
you played it right. they added like more story and shit like that if you care about it. But the thing with Destiny, and it's been a thing which I thought it's an okay game from day one, even though it was kind of like a game where everything was built, it just didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? It's like, where's the story? It doesn't exist. I'm playing the same fucking 4 levels over and over again, and they're just like, no, this is a different mission. It's like, but it's the same fucking level.
No, but now you're going backwards.
Yeah, exactly. That shit is what killed me. But I will say, the thing about Destiny, since fucking day one, is it's a great fucking shooter. Like, it feels so good.
Very fluid.
It's just great. Like, aiming and shooting people in the head and, like, switching weapons. Like,
Something about
it
sliding,
feels phenomenal.
Sliding up to someone with a shotgun and blasting them and then, like, whipping
I mean,
out
it's Bungie, dude.
Yeah, it's
like,
nice.
it's like Halo Plus. You know what I mean? Like they nailed it. It's just so good to play. It's just like then that kind of makes up for the shit that it doesn't have.
Yeah.
But like I said, I've been sold on it since Taken King. Granted, I haven't played it in fucking forever. But what I also like about Destiny, it sucks if you play it forever. But what I like is if you come in and out of it in phases, like with the DLC, it's always like, oh, the new DLC comes out, and you have to be, max level or close to max level, or you're gonna get destroyed. This, and that. Before the DLC came out, getting to that max level is just grinding for days and days and days and weeks. But then the DLC comes out, and it's like, oh yeah, it's pretty easy to get there.
Yeah.
Whenever new shit comes out, they make it easy for people who haven't played to catch up.
Because that's probably the majority of the
It's
audience.
got to be the majority. Like, it kind of screws over the people that play it every single day forever, but, like, they don't need to bring you back into it. You're already playing it, It is smart so it's not just like, well, I haven't played that game in a year. What the hell's the point? I'll never be able to catch up.
The raids
you
are
catch up
so
quick.
good.
They're great.
That
They're
feeling
really great.
of progression, like trying a raid for the first time when you're barely enough level to get in, and you just get demolished, and then you go back and you come back in. It's like,
going back to like Vault of Glass now is so much fun. And someone pointed out that
I think we did that stream.
This is the first raid since the very first raid that we don't know who the villain is. Like, we're going into it completely blind because it was Oryx and Crota.
I bet it's you,
It's probably you,
like the player.
but
It's on Earth,
Probably
right?
you, Gavin.
Earth raid?
I think so, yeah. And it looks like it has something to do with the war mines.
Dude,
so.
can
It's
it
all
be
the
at?
peg
Can
dregs
we
and
raid
stuff.
Fort Knox?
Peg dregs.
Seems like a movie moment. I'm thinking Die Hard 3.
I was thinking Goldfinger.
They hit Fort Knox too.
I think so.
Die Hard 3 was Fort Knox, right?
Yeah. No, not Fort Knox, but it was like the New York Exchange or something. So
It was
similar
a
to it.
gold reserve.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah. And then they put it on the ship and they blew it up, and then I was like, oh, they blew up all the gold. I was like, no,
You think
they
Rasputin will be involved?
I
Rah, rah,
Well,
Rasputin.
apparently there are multiple war mines. Rasputin's just the one we know, so. But there's a lot of cool lore to it.
There's certain games I get really involved in the lore.
I'm with you. I got you.
And I
Tall
know that you
Lindsay.
do it
Think
as
it's
well.
me?
Yeah.
I like games where they don't spell everything out for you, like in terms of the lore. Like, and I like
Yeah.
to dig in. And
That was my favorite fucking thing, hands down, about BioShock. Love that
Yeah.
game. Love the lore. Love
Yeah.
finding everything out. There were twists. Every single audio log made me want to get it. Like, it was super interesting. I'm like, oh, what's happening?
There's a lot
Love
to
that
be
game.
said for games that are, you put it in and then it's basically like, good luck, bitch.
Yeah.
That's all the information you
like
get.
Well, even like the new Doom is like that, where it's like you don't need to pay attention to the story at all and just go and kill stuff. But if you actually read into it and like listen to things, like, whoa, this is actually a pretty cool story about like the multiple generations of like the Doom guy, basically.
Yeah, I mean, even like the start of it is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you're a Doom Marine that's been in hibernation for like hundreds or thousands of years
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
You just like wake up and you're like, I'm gonna grab my suit here.
Yeah,
they had that
even
suit
then-
lying around that they couldn't get working
I mean,
forever.
it's funny because like right at the very beginning, there's like a little thing. It pops up. It's like, let me explain how to do this, and he literally just pushes it away and it starts walking. And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
he doesn't give a shit.
Like,
so.
I almost hate to admit it. Like, I'm almost ashamed of it. But I love the lore of fucking Five Nights at Freddy's.
Really?
I love it because like
It's way more interesting than the game
yeah,
itself.
because the game gives you nothing. But if you search for it, there's like a whole bunch of shit
Yeah.
about it.
Or you
Like-
just watch a game theory on it.
Or you can.
Yeah, yeah.
You can do that. But like, I read up on all of that stuff because I love it.
I'm excited for the new Assassin's Creed movie because like it takes place, it's canon with the video game. So Assassin's Creed has this giant overarching story that takes place over multiple timelines, and like this all ties together somehow. Like, I'm really curious if we're gonna hear about like Desmond Miles or Ezio or Altair or any of the guys, or like Connor and.
Dude,
I just want Ubisoft the game where all of the games in the same universe. This like
Well,
all
Ubisoft
one story.
exists inside of
Yeah, it
the
does.
Assassin's Creed universe.
pretty
Yeah.
silly.
Because like Ubisoft and Abstergo work together
Yeah.
to release
And
this.
then
there's
they're
hints
also
of-
in
I
Far
think
Cry.
Abstergo bought them
Yeah.
or something.
There's hints
then-
of Abstergo in every.
Yeah,
Ubisoft
because
game.
Abstergo, you actually kill a guy in Watch Dogs that it's part of the storyline in I think Black Flag or Unity, where like this guy didn't make it to a meeting and he died. Like, you kill him in Watch Dogs, which means that's why he didn't make it to the meeting in Assassin's Creed. It's really neat. It's kind of like this weird like overarching
Yeah,
thing.
and then you can find like an Abstergo abandoned Abstergo Center in Far Cry
Yeah.
and shit like that. It's like really cool.
Yeah.
I like that I finally fucking completed Syndicate.
There you go.
I got my fucking achievement
a good
almost
game,
a
right?
year later.
Whole process to do
glitched
it, but
one?
you did
Yeah,
it.
so I had a glitched achievement. It's a good game. It was the last achievement I needed, and all it is to destroy 5,000 objects with like a cart, like a horse and carriage, which is a lot. Like just playing the game, I was nearing beating the game, and I was at like 15%, maybe 20%. So right before I finished it, I'm like, okay, I went online, I found a route of like, this is the best route with the most destructibles, and I just circled for, I don't know, 2 hours, like literally just the same exact route over and over and over again, just breaking shit and watching my percentage thing go up. And then it glitched at 99% and never finished. So that was like November or December of last year. And every like 2 months, I turn the game on. I break like 50 things, see if I get the achievement. Nope, then I turn the game off. It's the only achievement I needed. DLC came out for Jack the Ripper, and it sounded really cool, but like I was burned on that achievement. Like this is bullshit. I'm gonna do all the Jack the Ripper DLC, and I'm still not gonna have a perfect gamer score because I'm missing this bullshit achievement. So I was talking about it the other day, and Jeremy was just like, "Oh, what is it?" And he looked it up, and he's like, "Yeah, somebody found a way around it. It's kind of annoying, but you know, apparently it works 100%." And it was basically like, you have to play it on your home Xbox, like whatever Xbox you have it set to your home, because you can play your games offline. So you take it offline, you delete all your local data, start a new game, play the whole tutorial, which is like a Jack and Evie or Jacob and Evie tutorial kind of thing. Get to a point where you unlock the carriage, then use the carriage and destroy like 50 things, like enough to get a perk in the game, but it just means you destroy like 50 or 75 things. Then when you do that, save and quit the game, reconnect it to Xbox Live, resync your online save data, and then the achievement unlocks.
Weird.
So it's like to get through that tutorial stuff, I had to start a new game. It was maybe like an hour plus of gameplay, like to get through it. I did it all. I'm like, hope I get this achievement. Got the achievement, and then I was like, here I come, Jack the Ripper DLC. And then I just tore through that DLC. So I finally have that fucking game perfected.
The game that does that to me, that like broke me, is Super Hot. Super Hot.
Super
Yeah, exactly.
Hot.
It has a glitched achievement in it. Like 10 gamer score. And it's just for like opening everything in the menu. Like super easy. It would take you like a minute. But it's glitched. No one has it. And they keep saying like, oh, we'll try and fix it at some point and stuff like that. So I have the game at 99%. And the only reason that really like pisses me off is because the other achievements, some of them are fucking difficult. Like there's one for playing the entire game without dying once.
Damn.
And like I have it. And like that kind of shit, it's like I did all of that, but then this one glitch achievement is keeping me from 100%. It's like, damn it! Like I just want it. And I finished Battleship. I did it.
God,
I
God
fucking
damn
did it.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It sucked. I was so pissed at that game.
Why do it to yourself? Life's too short.
I was
Yeah.
so close.
I moved on from the Jeremy, like, perfecting games.
I had to do it, man. I was so close. I was like, I can't let this sit here with one achievement left. I gotta finish
I don't
it.
even perfect my favorite games anymore.
you
Didn't
really?
perfect Fallout or Hitman. Or anything.
anymore, like you ever did.
I used to.
You know
What would you
Hitman?
perfect? Like 3 games?
No, I got like maybe 10. Used to do all the Halos, get them all done.
Dude,
I mean, I used
the
to, like,
Halos
if I
are not
liked a
easy.
game. No,
Halos
yeah.
aren't easy.
Halo 3 had like 1750, I think.
Halo 3 is particularly, like,
A lot of
Bitch.
multiplayer.
Hey,
That's
have
the
the Master
thing.
Chief Collection. Did you finish that?
Look, I ain't no Mike Crew, alright?
did he
I've
finish
got
that?
quite a lot. I think over
He did, but
5,000
he like
points.
glitched a bunch of them.
Well, I mean, sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, I mean he did it though. He perfected the
Yeah,
game.
I think over 5,000 of my gamer score comes from Master Chief Collection.
Wow.
It's a lot of achievements in that game.
Very
And they just keep
time-consuming.
adding more.
Yeah.
Remember when we were trying to play that on Laser Team,
Yes.
and like we were trying to do legendary co-op.
We're trying to do Lasso.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
what
yeah,
was it,
right.
Lasso? Yeah, we were doing Lasso Run, and Gavin and I would get like 80% through the level, and then the game would just be like, "Oh, you dropped.
Yeah, and it's
then-
because
and then-
co-op, it'd be like, well, I'll start from the
Start
beginning.
over."
So we'd
That
be at the
happened-
final
that happened-
checkpoint.
that
and it'd
happened,
just be
like,
like
3
And the
times.
way it does it, it doesn't just drop you out. It says, lost connection, quitting in 15 seconds. It'd be like, no. And sometimes it'd get to like 7 and you'd be back in. It'd be like,
Yep. Yep. And it was funny because we were in our trailers and like we were sharing a wall.
yeah.
So I'd just be playing. You were like behind me. And I'm just playing. I'm like, something else. I just hear like, no! And I'm like, well, he's getting dropped. And there it is. we had like a little vent in between that like shared. And sometimes I'd just go up to the vent and be like, hey, you pooping? And you're like, yeah, taking a shit. I'm like, nice. because we also had toilets in our trailer. It was like a sofa seat, but then at the end you lift up the seat and there was a toilet under it. So you had to move the couch cushion, and it was literally like a piece of plywood. You would lift up and then hook it, and the toilet seat was under that.
That seems odd.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Like shitting in a couch, basically.
Kind of. Yeah.
It also makes you realize that the cushion that you lift up and take away, that one's fine, but the cushion that stays next to the toilet, probably pretty gross.
Oh, yeah.
From, like, piss splash.
There were a few times too where like Lindsay was in my trailer, because they were not big trailers at all. I mean, it's like maybe slightly larger than my arm span, and Lindsay would be in there, and I'm like going to take a pee, which is already annoying enough in that suit. It'd be like get the zipper down or whatever, and then you kind of have to like pull your penis out and like get it, because like the zipper's like almost at your stomach.
Yeah.
You know, it's not down near your groin, so you have to like fight it down just to get your junk out.
I'd be like this. I'd be like, zip down.
Yeah.
Fake penis.
Well,
real penis.
And the problem then, for me anyway, was like, then I'd go to pee, and if you didn't have like leverage pulling the suit down, it would like choke your junk, so
and
then you
your
couldn't get
penis
the
would be,
pee
like,
out.
sputtering.
Well, because it'd be like
pump.
squeezing a hose. You know what I mean?
stream, yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
like, damn it, I'm trying to do it. And then during the whole process, Lindsay's just like sitting there looking at me. So I would take the cushion and like build a wall, and I'm like, don't look at me, I'm peeing. So I had like a wall like this while I was peeing in Laser Team. I'm like, you're good, stay on the other side of the cushion.
I talked to Joel on set, and he was, or maybe someone else, but he asked me.
Joel was there.
Are you taking a dump in your trailer? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, never dump in your own trailer. I was like,
No, is that a no-no?
I
That's
don't
a
know.
no-no in the
I've never had a
biz.
movie set trailer before. So I just go and use the bathroom. I was like,
I
yeah.
bet I dumped once or twice, but probably not many.
It was rough. Well, once
Jack,
you're
have you ever
suit,
dumped
I
in
never
the
did.
trailer?
I dumped in Gavin's trailer.
There you go.
Yeah. He
I
was
think
out.
John Rising had dumped in mine.
I was just gonna bring that up. You were having like a party in your trailer.
Yeah,
fun.
people didn't bother you as much.
No.
I was in my trailer full of people.
I have
So-
more.
I just wanna have a nap
I get
between-
away with more of a like, get the fuck out. And people
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
oh, okay. Gavin's like, all right then, enough, leave.
Please.
Oh, you walked in anyway.
okay.
So there's a lot of that going
I'm
on.
trying to like, I don't know, read the script or like actually learn the lines that I'm doing next, like get them good, and then like just be full of people.
So they announced Laser Team 2. Are you guys excited for that?
What?
You guys announced Laser Team 2?
Yeah, you know, I'll do it.
You must have wear the
you were in
helmet
the video.
again?
Yeah,
So-
let's, yeah.
Yeah.
I want holes in my helmet this time. I want an air hole.
We were just filming something, and the cool thing about Laser Team is because we used, you know, all people from Austin, a ton of people, almost everyone on the crew outside of Rooster Teeth. But we've had several of those people since Laser Team come work for us. They work now, like Marcus is like the biggest one off the top of my head.
He's not that big.
He's not a big guy, but
Average
he's a
size.
big name.
Yeah, champion.
Yeah.
That aside, great work. But then we work with tons of people that we worked with on Laser Team. Like we see them all the time for shoots and stuff like that. And Patrick from he did the audio, right? This is Patrick from Laser Team. We were just shooting something with him yesterday and today, and he was like, "So Laser Team 2, huh? You know, when's that starting up?" I'm like, "Listen, I don't know shit. Okay, I'm here. When they come get me, I'll be here.
I'll put a
Maybe-
laser
I
on
was
and we'll
like,
just get to
Patrick,
it.
maybe they'll come get you too. I don't know what to tell you. You know, sit in a spot, make that spot known, and hope someone comes and gets you. I don't know. That's how I'm rolling into Laser Team 2. Like, oh yeah, I'm planning a lot. I'm planning about as much as I did for the first one. It's always funny when we do like Laser Team interviews. You want to ask about the movie? You know, the shoot, all that stuff. It's like, okay, so when you were writing Laser Team, like, you know, when you were coming up with the idea, what were you thinking? I'm like, well, I was thinking, I don't work here. None of this is my idea. And I lived in New Jersey. But boy, when I got here and they told me about Laser Team, I was sold. Like, not this guy. Totally different guy.
Dude, and Jack's playing an even bigger role. in
I
this
am.
team.
Dude, you are going to outdo yourself this time.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna be huge.
I didn't
I'm-
think you could.
Well,
but
I'm really expanding upon my first role. Like, I mean, it took a lot out of me, but I'm coming back and I'm gonna expand upon it.
I thought we had some crazy night shoots.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh my God.
You had the biggest trailer of all of us.
I did.
It just dawned on me too before we end this podcast. Fucking theater mode, man.
Oh yeah,
Did it
yeah,
just
yeah.
dawn on you because
Oh,
they
yeah,
flashed
yeah.
you on the
Because
screen?
I said night shoots. It's effing Night Beast.
Night Beast!
You'll get caught up in Night Beast. So theater mode today. Not really today. It's Friday. Today's Wednesday. But today for the audience, Night Beast. Excellent film. One of my all-time favorite theater modes that we've done. I think it was me, Jeremy, and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't in this one.
So we've got a trailer for you here. Let's go ahead and run that clip.
Boy.
Theater mode.
Bitch, you gotta listen. You're fucking crazy. All right? We're not partying. Shut your fucking mouth. We gotta get the hell out of here.
That guy's dead. I'm a doctor.
God damn it. You're hot, but you're an idiot.
You can tell she's winding down because she switched to wine.
I mean, that doesn't mean anything, Ryan. For women,
You could be getting started with wine
I've seen
if you try hard
many a
enough.
woman
Who
get
you
started
calling,
with
champ?
a bottle of wine.
Ghostbusters.
What number are you gonna
No,
dial
you need
right
the
now?
Night Busters.
Night Busters.
Da-da-da-da.
When an alien thug's got a laser gun.
Who you gonna call?
Night
Busters.
When he's killing Plaid and he's melting your cars. Who are you gonna call?
Night Busters.
Oh, is that not who you called? Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's just Dan.
I apologize.
They're really out of it.
I love how they ended
It's
these.
so
Yeah,
good.
the
it
trailers
helps.
are awesome.
It helps so much. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's in the actual episode. I don't know if you've ever watched a theater mode, but like,
Can't say I have.
yeah, hey,
You son of a bitch.
Jeremy, I've never watched one either. I just know what takes place in them.
Ah.
They edit
Got
the
it.
shit out of those to really help us
Someone-
out. When
yeah.
nothing
Someone
has
asked me a
happened.
question
How
the
have you
other
never
day.
watched one?
Why would I? I watched the fucking movie.
See
already.
how it turned out?
You think I'm
I
gonna
was
watch
there.
the movie
Someone
again?
sent me a
There.
message and they
It's
were like,
fucking brutal.
they're like, what do you like better, Jeremy? Like Heroes and Halfwits or the like whatever Funhouse does, like their D&D series.
Twits and crits.
Oh, like
Twits and
what,
Crits.
what do you like better to
They're
watch?
like, yeah, they're like, which one do you like to watch more, like Twits and Crits or Heroes and Halfwits? I was like, I've watched neither. So
Why would you?
I'm gonna say ours is probably better.
Nice work.
Yeah.
I don't think you can beat Elise doing silly voices though.
Huh?
What?
She does silly. Voice.
Elise,
Oh, does she?
Elise is,
Elise is the saving grace. Of
she is the
Funhouse.
MVP of Funhouse.
she's
man.
awesome.
She's
They
hilarious.
do like way more character stuff. on
Ah.
that version. But
I
most of
genuinely-
them
I
have
watch-
played D&D before, so they're pretty
We
pretty
metagame,
well versed.
apparently. I don't know what
Well,
that
we
means.
do. It means Ryan's the absolute worst about that. Like he talks and talks and talks and talks and talks to the other people and not in the game.
Ah.
So-
That's it. That's metagaming. Like
I-
when Ryan's talking to Jeremy, that's metagaming.
Yeah, I was looking at comments like all this metagaming. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what D&D
Right.
is, but like they were pretty pissed at Ryan for doing whatever metagaming is.
Yeah.
Well, he also, like,
should
apparently
stop
he
that.
just rolls over and over and over until
He
he's
does-
happy with a
he-
number.
He
He's
does
like, oh,
do
see,
that.
I did
He
this.
kind of does that.
Isn't that cheating?
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't. He doesn't do it like in his turn either. He'll just roll like 50 times when it's not his turn, just trying to get good rolls.
Like literally, he'll go like 18. Shut up. Like that's literally what he'll say, and then the next turn will go on.
But also, Ryan will get into a battle, right? And we're supposed to be like, okay, I'm Mogar. Mogar's gonna do this, whatever. We get into a battle, and Ryan's like, all right, listen. You do this, then you do that, then I'll do this. We'll loop around, go back, do that. You throw the thing, the guy falls down, we do that. And the whole time, like, especially with Griffin, she'll be like, metagaming, 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 metagaming. You can't say all this in the middle of the fight. It's like Ryan telling us about it and not his character talking about it. Apparently it's a thing in D&D.
Because technically, like, all of the roles, like, the whole, like, you know, okay, I'm going to do this and move here and then attack this guy, that all happens, like, simultaneously.
In seconds. Like,
Yeah,
a,
yeah.
a turn
Yeah.
of everyone going is supposed to be, like, 6 seconds or
Yeah.
something like that. Like, 20 seconds. So when Ryan explains for 3.5 minutes before the turn starts, people are like, metagaming. But also, Ryan and I have never played the fucking game before, so it happens.
I don't know.
How many episodes are you in now?
We're like 9 at least or something
Yeah.
like that.
Someone was brought to my attention by the comments recently in the
You're a
Guts and-
jerk. Are you not? Or...
that in the Guts and Glory play pals we did. Apparently, I beat a level in like 3 attempts, and then they were like, "Oh my god!" Look
I think
at
it was
the
like the
Funhouse
loop-de-loop one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So then I watched
That
the
one's
Funhouse
hard
one,
as hell.
and they all tried it. I felt really good at video games then. But I feel like if you don't know a level's hard and you don't know that people struggled on it, it's easier.
You did
I
really
feel
well
like
on
if
both
I'd
your
have
levels
watched,
there.
I did right. I feel
Like
like, if
that
I'd
and
have
the
watched the
ending one.
Funhouse one first, though, I would have known about the pressure and ruined it. Messed it
Yeah.
up.
No, you got that, man. You nailed that loop and you spun around.
My favorite part of
Fun
that play
game.
pals by far is Gavin driving through a bunch of saw blades, and he's like, just gonna close my eyes. I'll do way better if I close my eyes. And like, so he just closes his eyes, he starts going in, and like mid-sentence, he gets slaughtered and thrown everywhere. And Michael goes, "Oh my god, Gavin!" And Gavin goes, oh. Michael's like, "Didn't make it."
I really thought I'd done well.
Yeah, you got slaughtered almost immediately.
That was one, like-
Just kept going. I'm
That,
like,
our video had some brutal moments.
There
Like
was
we
some-
fell off the roof and our kid just came in half.
dude, the kid getting ripped in half, and like for me, the most brutal moments were that cannonball cannonball.
That just
Yeah,
swept
yeah.
him away.
Like boom, and just like send me flying.
I also like there was one very brief moment where I guess I got hit by a circular saw, but it was spinning, and you just see my body like spinning away.
Oh
past
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
There's
Brutal.
one moment with the cannonball where it takes the kid off the back perfectly, nails him right in the head, and the chair and the kid go away. It's just you on the bike. And both of you stop for a second and just go, and then you die.
Yeah, the realization to the kid in half on the ground was also a good
Child,
because you were like
child
mid-speed.
murder and dismemberment is
Yeah.
shocking.
Yeah.
I was just like, and you were like, and then we.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
That Guts
Brutal.
and Glory. I'll play it some more. They add
Yeah.
some more levels. There's not that many levels at all, but there's also like a.
When they had the car.
It's like a custom level creator, isn't there?
Oh no.
There might be.
Hmm.
If there isn't, there absolutely will be on the final game, in which we make Matt brag.
Does
make
this have
levels.
anything to do with Happy Wheels?
I
At
don't
all?
think
I
so,
don't
but I
think
mean,
so.
it is.
It is Happy Wheels.
It's 3D Happy Wheels.
I mean, even you're a dad with a kid on the back.
it's 100%. You start in a bike with a kid, yeah, and
Yeah.
you have to like. I guess it's early access or something, and the other stuff.
all the
isn't
traps are
unlocked
the same, like the hooks hanging down.
very,
the rope
very
is exactly
similar.
The same. Like, I don't know.
Motorized vehicles will help that game a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's the dude in like the shopping cart.
I'll
Or,
say,
like, the
man.
rascal or whatever. They're
Yeah,
called.
yeah. The scooter.
Yeah.
Just having a controller is like, oh my god, what a game changer. That you can just accelerate with the right trigger, reverse with the left trigger, and steer with the left stick. Because it's like none of us really, except for Ryan, are PC gamers.
Right.
But like physics controls on the keyboard, it's a nightmare. Same thing with like Surgeon Simulator.
It's very on-off.
Just stuff like that. It's like, you get a controller and you're like, oh, I can move my fingers.
Yeah, like the Funhouse guys, they all play GTA with a keyboard, like mouse and keyboards. Like how are you?
Like I
Yeah,
can
it doesn't make
understand that
sense.
like shooting with a mouse and keyboard,
Bullshit.
like playing a shooter with a mouse and keyboard is in my opinion better. I like doing that better, just because of like the aiming with the mouse.
be more
I really
precise,
like.
yeah.
But driving will never be better with a mouse and keyboard. Like anything where you have to drive. And
Yeah,
actually, like,
I'm
move
playing
the
No Man's
stick and
Sky
turn stuff like
on
that.
PC, but
Oh, I can't even imagine.
I can't fly the damn ships
Yeah.
with a keyboard, with a mouse. So I just use a controller now.
It's anything vehicle operated is way better with a controller.
That game looks good in 4K.
Does it? I wouldn't know.
By the way, you told me about the settings on my TV.
Yeah.
I switched it on. I've got all but 2. I don't have HDR,
Oh, okay, yeah.
but I have
That's
everything else. Now that you let me know, I turned the UHD setting on my HDMI port. I had to do it specifically. Also, it's like, make sure nothing is plugged in when you do it. I'm like, fuck it, it's plugged in. I don't care. And I turned it on. So, oops.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
talking about
understand why you'd have to
The
take
new
unplug something.
Xbox One S has like a checklist of features. It basically looks at your TV and says all the features that it can do, and there's like 7 of them. And if you don't have the setting right on your TV, it won't qualify for. Like,
I got 1 check mark and then 6 X's. And I
This
was
is
kind
like
of
for
bummed
viewing-
out about it. It's for 4K.
Right,
like,
the videos.
TVs.
yeah, I had to change my HDMI input from standard to enhanced, and then it unlocked way more. Now I have
Yeah.
like every single one is. I got HDR too. So.
I like my 1S. Can't wait for a Scorpio, but I like my 1S.
Yeah, Scorpio, Michael's getting a new TV,
Yeah.
but I'll wait till then.
You just got a TV, I thought.
That was like 2 years
Get
ago.
another new one.
Scorpio will be another year from now. 3 years? I'm not an animal.
I can't wait for how disappointing it's gonna be.
Yeah,
No, it will be.
man.
But I just want to make
Well,
sure
I was-
I want to meet all the qualifications. Of
Everything
of
that gets
turd
hyped up now,
box.
I'm like, that's gonna be really
I
disappointing.
was blown away that the Xbox One has been out so long.
Yeah.
And it's had a bad
That's coming up
dashboard
on
for
3
so
years.
long.
Oh yeah,
You thought it was 2. It's coming up on 3. It came out
Yeah.
2013.
I don't know how they never got it right.
yeah.
Like,
The thing sucks.
PS3 has a better dashboard.
That's not true.
Mm.
That's
I'm not a
simply
huge fan
true.
of the Sony dashboard.
I don't like the Sony dashboard at all. I
Yeah.
don't like PS4 either.
Line. Yeah.
I don't like Wii, and I like the Wii U better than the PlayStation.
But it's like the same question of how does PS4 been out? It's been out for as long as the one, right? How does that still not have like just automatic cloud updates for all your consoles?
Yeah, that's pretty
like this.
fucking
It's such
idiotic,
it's such horseshit.
dude.
It's like, all right, just figure your shit out. Come on.
Allegedly, like the setting too is it'll do automatic save cloud updates from your home
For your home
for your
PS4.
home PlayStation. Even that absolutely does not work all the time. Like 100%, that's bullshit. Like, cause my home PlayStation is my PlayStation at my house, and there's so many times, of the 4 times I used it, where like I'm playing a game and I come to work and like, oh cool, the data didn't fucking upload. So it's like the idea of Xbox where you're playing a game, like, oh, I turn it off and you run out the door, and your data's there. PlayStation, it's like, oh, I'm playing the game. Okay, let me close the game. Let me close the application.
Manual.
Go to memory card or whatever, the internal storage. Find it. Go to upload. copy it, upload it, and now run out the door.
That's
It's
what I did
fucking-
every
it's fucking
time I
stupid.
finish
I
playing
don't
No
even
Man's
trust
Sky.
that.
Idiotic.
Either. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll be like, yeah. All right, there's no way that worked, and just leave anyway. Just hope for the best.
Yeah.
My PlayStation 4 is almost exclusively Towerfall machine.
There you
Like,
go.
Pretty much all I play.
I've played like 5 games on a PS4.
Yeah, at home,
I
I
played
don't know if I
Oddworld
played
too,
anything.
but-
I think maybe I loaded up Uncharted and that was it.
You
Like,
loaded it up and-
Yeah, I mean, I
never
own
actually played it.
more. I own more old games re-released in HD on PlayStation 4 than PlayStation 4 games. Like
Yeah.
I have the Jack and Daxter collection, like all 3 games in HD. I have Sly Cooper, like every game in HD. I have Ratchet and Clank.
When Crash Bandicoot comes out.
Yeah,
we getting
dude,
those.
there's like all that shit. Like 90s,
I'm like that with the Wii U.
90s, early 2000s PlayStation games. I'll buy them all up. I don't give a shit.
I've played more N64 games on my Wii U than Wii U games.
Yeah, dude, they just fucking finally released Super Mario RPG on the Wii U. I'm excited about it.
Never played
It's a
that.
Super Nintendo
I have
game.
2 games to the Wii U: Mario Party 8 and Mario Kart 8. That's it.
I don't have a Wii U.
Mario
There
Party
you go.
8.
Mario Party 8's for the Wii.
Dumbass.
Mario Party 10 is
Right, 10's for the Wii U.
I have a Wii U and I have 8. Isn't 8 the one with the Wii Play and the Let's Plays?
Yeah, I mean you can play it, but
The
it's
one
a Wii
from, like,
game.
2000.
Oh well, I mean then that's
You have,
what I have.
You have one Wii game.
I have one Wii U game,
Yeah.
then, Mario Kart 8,
Yeah,
and I have
but it's a
one
great
Wii
game.
I don't know the difference between a Wii and a Wii U. I wanted to play.
One says one has a
HD.
U and one doesn't.
I wanted
in
to play
HD.
Pokemon
HD is a
Snap
big jump.
on my Wii U. That's what I wanted to play really bad. And I wanted to stream it and everything. And so I'm like, how can I play this? How can I do? And they're like, all right. So what you do is you buy it, but you got to go into the Wii emulator,
Virtual console.
like Wii Virtual Console, and buy it in there. And
Yep.
I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I
Yep.
go into that thing, I buy the game, and they're like, all right, but you need a Pro controller to play it. Like you can't play it with like whatever fucking controller you have.
you
whatever-
need to
whatever
buy
you have.
the asshole controller that plugs into the
You
Wii
need the
Remote.
Pro controller, right? So I buy a Pro controller, and they're like, "No, that's
You bought a Wii U
That's
Pro
a Wii
controller.
U Pro
Yeah,
controller. You need
yup.
a Wii Pro controller
Yup.
that plugs
It's a
into
classic
the Wii
controller.
a classic controller. Buy that one, and then plug it in. It's like, all right, now, all right, I guess you can play.
It's like when we couldn't
This is
play.
Fucking
Goddamn.
Christ.
This is what pisses me off about the Wii U. So the Wii has GameCube ports for 4 controllers. So if you have GameCube controllers, you can just plug them into the Wii, and it plays GameCube games. You can put a GameCube disc in your Wii, play with a GameCube controller. You're set. The Wii U doesn't have any controller ports. You can just use the Wiimote and the Nunchuck or the Pro controller, and that's fine because the Pro controller it's pretty much like it's kind of shaped like an Xbox controller, but it's got the sticks next to each other like a PlayStation controller.
It's pretty
They're
great,
not-
though.
they're not- It's a great controller.
Yeah.
And I would love to play any old N64 game, any GameCube, any of that. But the fucking Pro controller does not work on any games off the Wii U. So even though you're playing on a fucking Wii U, since you're doing Wii Virtual Console, it only allows the Wii peripheral. So you can't use the Pro controller. And it pisses me off.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it. That's why I won't buy Wii games through my Wii U, because it's like you still have to use the asshole either
And-
Nunchuck and Wiimote or the controller plugged into the Wiimote.
And there's a major design flaw with those
Yes, a
GameCube
little bit.
controllers.
You think about starting it? If you have a GameCube game and you don't have the setting on to start the disc automatically, which I never do, because sometimes there'll be a disc in and I just want to go to the menu or whatever. But playing a GameCube game on the Wii, you can put the GameCube game in, you can play on the fucking GameCube controller, but you need a Wiimote and a sensor bar literally to click play GameCube disc.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, a couple weeks ago, like a month ago or whatever, we went to Lindsay's parents' ranch house, and fucking Gavin and Meg came with us.
Why are you
and
gonna be the F word?
because you got to. I had all the stuff, I had all the games, all the Wii, everything. I had the sensor bar. I forgot a Wiimote controller. So we're sitting there. The Wii's turned on.
There's 4 GameCube
All the controllers are in. The game disc is in. Option number 1 on the Wii menu is like, play this game. And I'm like, I can't click it. There's no way to click it.
The
It's
GameCube
impossible
controller
to play.
is dead.
Doesn't
until a
work.
Wiimote is
It
pressed
doesn't
then.
work until you launch the GameCube game.
That
Then all the
sucks.
controllers work.
So I was thinking like, oh, it's gotta be.
Gavin
it's gotta be
goes,
a
there's
button
gotta be
combination.
a way. Meg and I look at each other and we're like,
And then we like someone Googled it, and there's absolutely no way you can do it. And I was like,
The-
nah, there's gotta be.
So
a
is
way.
your
There's
Amazon
no way.
Prime now a controller?
there's no, I literally said jokingly, I don't think we're getting Prime out here. It's out in the middle of nowhere. It's
Right.
like 40 minutes from Waco.
I was
That was the
reading-
closest place. Was
I
to
was-
drive to Waco and back, and it was an hour away.
I was reading posts on the various forums from like 2006, being like, man, this is like kind of a design flaw. I hope they fix it in a patch. Here we are a decade later. Nothing's changed. I was like, unbelievable.
The only reason we played is because Andrew got sick that weekend. That was like the weekend after you were vomiting and Lindsay was sick, and then Andrew got sick the next weekend, so he didn't come with us to the ranch. He came up the next day. He's like, if I feel better, I'll come up the next day. So we're sitting there like, well, we can't play Mario Party now. So I'm texting Andrew like, hey, are you coming? And he's like, yeah, I'm feeling better. I think I'm going to come. I'm like, awesome, bring a Wiimote. So we waited like 3 hours until he got there. And he's like, I got the Wiimote, guys. He brought in one Wiimote and we were able to play
we
Mario
turned it
Party.
on, we went, thunk, and then never used it again. That was it.
So
Insane.
annoying.
Still haven't turned that setting on, by the way.
That's the
to
downside
Go right to disc.
of Nintendo is that you have to be ready to deal with Nintendo quirks.
Yeah.
Because there's always some. It's like little quirks. It's like,
If you
well,
do
we're
all
Nintendo,
their
so-
stupid shit, it always works great.
Jump
but
through our
it's
hoops.
such a hassle to do so.
The other day I had Trevor, his girlfriend, Lindsay over at my place, and I was like, yeah, we'll just play Mario Party, like, you know, whatever. And I remembered to bring all my controllers with me because I had them at work and stuff, and I brought my Wii U back in because I had that here too. Like, plugged everything in, the sensor bar, got everything sunk up, which I suck at syncing the controllers for some reason. I'm terrible at it. Got everything.
You really are. What,
I'm so bad at it. I don't know. So like we got everything going. I had them all out. Everybody walks in. I'm sitting there like, all right, let's play this. Disc is at work. Like, that's a real shame.
Whoops.
So I played Vive Pictionary for the rest of the night.
Nice.
Where like you do a tilt brush. And you,
Why have we never done that?
I don't know. It's a lot of fun.
I mean, I did like
but
forever.
I'm
ago.
talking about we, not you.
We're talking about moving around the office a little bit, moving Jeremy and Jeff's desk so we have more space on the floor. That
Yep.
could be fun.
Yeah.
We're also talking
Let's go
about,
do it right now.
We're also talking about making it like a dedicated Let's Watch area.
That would be great.
Yeah.
That'd be
With
awesome.
Talking about a lot of
couch.
things.
Couch and a big TV.
Lovely couch and a lovely Ryan.
Lovely Ryan got some use today.
Yeah, I did.
It always does. It always does. All right, well that's like exactly the 2 hour mark, pretty
Bam.
much.
Nah, we
maybe
started
a
late.
minute.
Close enough.
Hey,
Well,
hour 56 minutes. I don't know. We
Well-
got Let's Play Lives to get to.
Yeah, it's true. We got Let's Play Live this Friday, or this tonight.
It's now day.
Tonight.
Yeah,
So, goddamn, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be fun. I think.
I'll be there. I'll do it.
I'll go.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in next week, or don't, and watch Let's Play Live, or don't watch it. It doesn't matter to me.
Thank you.